Yo, how you doing? How you all doing? Nice to see you people on this lovely Saturday night. Hope you're doing well. So you've got a few of you already, 25 in already. My lord, you've been queuing up, waiting to get in here. Hope you're doing well. The weather has changed ever so slightly. I've got the fan on, just a bit of air rotation, but I've also got the fan on, the radiator on. That's on just beside my lap, just here, very very nicely. I might turn our fan off very very shortly. Been a bit hot and stuffy in here of days, and stinking of two-stroke fuel and bits and pieces, so a bit of an air rotation going in. But yeah, I have got this new oil-filled radiator just beside me here, just to take the chill off, which is good. For those who don't know, my shack is now all fully electrified as per, and got all my sockets up and running, and everything as it should be now, which is very very good, very very handy. Got USB sockets and bits and pieces everywhere, so super happy with that. I've got a cup of coffee on my go. I can now boil my own cups of coffee down here and make my own bits and pieces, which is quite nice. Don't have to wait for Mrs. P to bring me down a cup of coffee. So cheers, everyone. Happy Saturday night. That's really hot. So I hope you're doing well. I've had a busy week. You've been busy. I've had lots of emails coming in and out of your Micks Mowers shack of late, asking for tips, advice, spare parts, and what have you, and just been chatting to people in general. So I'll go through in a little while what people have sent me. Not a great deal. People have sent me some photographs of what I've been up to, but I've got one or two. And also, one or two of you have also sent me in some guess what it is stuff as well. So that's pretty cool. For those of you last week who won some prizes, I think there's only two of you. I think there's Nick Jones and somebody else, can't remember. Your parcels was posted out yesterday. And for those of you who won the week before that, you should have got yours by now. I would have liked to think so. So if you haven't got them yet, give me a shout and we'll go from there. We'll sort something out. But hopefully you have. So what have I been up to? And what have other people been up to? Let's have a quick little look. Let me get my folder open where it is. New folder, which is that one there. Yeah, only two of you sent in some photographs of what you want or what you've been up to, which is good anyway. Let me load them up. And whilst it's loading, I'll come on back to you, which is good. 34 in the house. Give us some thumbs up. Be much appreciated. And let's have a quick little look, see what you've been up to. So let's share the screen. No doubt Conker will probably say, oh, did you get my photograph? What I sent in? That'll be a bit later on. You know what he's like. So actually saying that, Conker was the first person to bring something in to email it up, which is this Kubota style lawnmower he picked up. It was well chuffed to get it originally, but I believe it's deemed to be a little bit too far gone. And I think he's going to part it out. It's got a nice little patch put over top just here where my little cursor is now. There's a little patch there, and I believe the deck is actually split in places as well. So I believe, I might be wrong, but I think Conk is actually going to be parting it out. Yeah, there's a big split down in here too, a big crack, which is not uncommon for these aluminium ones. So I believe he's going to part that out. The next one was, do you remember Just Jeff? He came up last week after about 3 or 4 weeks of having a few issues trying to get on the panel. He managed to get up. He sent me a photograph saying, Mick, I've got a problem with my lawnmower. Little mount field, as you can see, there's a little mount field there with a little flathead Briggs on top. It says it won't run or won't run correctly. He's been hunting and mucking about and missing and what have you. So he sent me a couple of photographs and said, what's up with that? And I don't know if you can see it, but I spotted it inside about 3.5 seconds. Let me just zoom in. If I can get hold of it. Let me zoom in. And as you can see, just there, nice little hole in the fuel intake. And that's right where that little washer goes on a little clip. And I said, yeah, there's your problem. Change that intake pipe out, or you can aerodiet that. I have known people to plastic weld it. I have known people to put a bit of electrical tape around it in my time. So that seems to be a problem there, Just Jeff. It was quite chuffed. He said, Christ, you didn't muck about there, Mick. So I don't generally. You know, generally I'm on the ball. So that was quite good. Why can't I zoom out of that anymore what I want to? That should be on to the next photograph now. I might have to come back out. Is it frozen on me? I don't think it has. Yeah, let me stop sharing and I'll come back to you. I think that's just kicked me out for some reason. Let's have a quick little look. Save mucking about. Let's have a little look ski. Yeah, it did. Okay. Right, let's try again then. Once that's done that. 2 ticks, people. Okay, that's done. Right, let's try again and share screen. Got 40 in the house, which is brilliant. let's go again. Let's see if it do it now. There should be more photographs than that. I don't know why it's not backing the photographs out. Let me come out of here and we'll load the photographs back up into this one. And let's load that back up. See if it now let me do it. It's just seemed to frozen for some reason. There you go. There's the arrow. So there's Conker's one, as I say. There's just Jeff's. And you can see the fuel intake is just there. A little crack, a little tiny hole in it. It's not uncommon for those to go. So there it is there again. And he was quite pleased with that. I picked this up just the other day. Nice little Hater 56, Harrier 56, which is a big boy, the old one with the overhead Valve Briggs Intech engine on the top. Picked it up for relatively good money. These sell for fantastic money if they're all running. These are ones with a side drive. The belt-driven ones don't really have a gearbox, so to speak. They work off a ratchet gear off the back roller. Not a lot goes wrong with them. However, it came to me as a non-runner. Which you'll see a video on very, very soon. And I've got it running, but the drive doesn't work. So I've got to investigate the drive, but it shouldn't be a biggie. I've got a grass box for it as well. It's down here. I'll show you in a bit. But it's a big cut, 21, 22-inch cut, power drive, all the rest of it. It's all single dancing. But knocking on in age, it's about a 1984 model, something like that. So it is knocking on, but they're still fetching crazy money for what they are. The old Suffolk Punch with a Kawasaki, that sold just this morning. A bloke come down from New Forest Way somewhere like New Forest Way. He come down about 2-hour drive. He picked that up today, which is cool. Right, the next thing is I need your help. Okay, I've got a little web lawnmower. It's in the store. I picked it up as part of a job lot. I cannot find the grass box for it. So there's a challenge for you. This is a grass box I need. It's a little web lawnmower. And the grass box is exactly the same as this. It's got like a little tiny window down the little window down there, and it's got a plastic cover in there. It's got 2 little tiny hooks that hold it on. So take a screenshot of that, people. It's got the word web written down the side of it, little cloth. So it's half bag, half plastic sort of bagger. But if anyone can find me one of these little web grass boxes, it'd be much appreciated. Without it, I can't do anything with a lawnmower other than just scrap it out. I don't want to scrap it out because the deck is in really, really good condition. There's another view of it. I had the same lawnmower came in just 2 days ago for repair. Funny enough, this one is the one that I picked up that had never been used. Do you remember that one? That came back in after about 5 or 6 months. A bloke said he never used it. Grass in a grass box. Running like an absolute pig, and you want this lawnmower up and running. So I fixed it, but I thought whilst I've got it here, I'll just see if the grass box fits, and it does. So this is a grass box. It's got web written down the side just here, and it's got a little tiny window view here. If anyone can locate me one of these grass boxes, or if you have one, if you want to sell it, let me know, and we'll go from there. I think that's all the photographs I've got. It is. So that's all the photos of what people have been up to. Apart from that, what I'm up to, sold the Suffolk. Here's a big Hater 56. There it is in all her glory. I've got some new stickers for it. I'm going to get a new paint job. As you can see, it's a massive cut. They are big. They are very, very heavy, these machines. Needs a new pull cord. It needs a full service. I've got the air filter for it already, all that sort of good stuff. So it will appear in a couple of videos very, very soon. Apart from that, not been doing too much in the old Micks Mowers shack. Still got the old Ransom Marquis due to come up very, very soon on here as well. So I haven't been doing a great deal. Sold 1 or 2 mowers here and there. Pretty much just standard stuff. So it is settling down for the season now. We are coming to a bit of an end. We might get a little bit of an autumn rush thing coming on, but mowers are starting to slow down. They're not selling as well as they used to. But now, in my opinion, now's the time to pick them up. People are now getting rid of them, chucking them out, and now's the time to pick them up. So that's what I've been doing. What sort of week have you guys been having? Let's have a little look. I've got 47.50 in the house, which is absolutely fantastic numbers. Let's see who we got in. Big Boss Man, how you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Welcome to the Mad Micks Mowers show. Yeah, exactly that. Pete Froud in the house. Please give us a video a like on your way in. Yeah, cheers, Pete. UK Scrapper, how you doing? Andrew Throne, how are you doing? Nice to see you, buddy boy. East, good evening, Mick. Big Boss Man, you're saying hello to everybody else. Jason Hughes is saying hello. Henry's also in the house from USA. How you doing, Henry? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. East Coast Henry, that's going to jump any second. There you go. It just jumped just then. Where were you there? Martin Burgess, how you doing, mate? Nev's in the house too. Nev, you received your key ring. Fantastic. That's what I like to hear. Trucking Matt, how are you doing? Nice to see you. East Trucking Matt. Mark Stone's also in the house. How you doing, Mark? Timothy's in the house. How you doing, Timothy? Nice to see you. Micks Mowers. Harry, how you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. Nev saying hello. You're chatting with each other. AJP, which is Ash. How you doing, Ash? Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for coming on in. Showtime 54321. It's Micks Mowers with Riley Boy. Riley Boy's gone to bed. He's not very happy actually because I think he's sussed out. I now do my live stream on a Saturday night. He ain't very happy about it. But there you go. It's what it is. Bill's also in the house. How you doing, Bill? Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for popping on in. John's also in the house. How are you doing, John? Hope you've had a good week. Good day. Nice to see you. Andrew Throne is saying hello to just about everybody in the chat. Benedict White, got your email, Benedict. I will try and use it tonight if I can. I've been busy getting my own bits and pieces as well for the old Guess What It Is game. So I've been doing that. Lennon, how you doing? I see you, Lennon. How you been, mate? Not seen you for a little while. Been a long time, yeah. Been a long time, buddy boy. Hope you're doing well. There he is. Says Just Jeff. How you doing, Just Jeff? Nice to see you, buddy boy. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Did you get that lawnmower fixed, Jeff? Hopefully you did. Ethion's also in the house. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. 55 in the house. Brilliant numbers. Just in time. I've just cleaned off the. Just cleared off my chip shop steak and chips up. Oh, fantastic! That sounds really nice. I had a little fry up tonight because I'm on a diet, so we had a bit of a grill up. So I've lost just over a stone now, which I'm well happy with. In about 3 weeks, so it's coming off nice and steady. Gordo, how you doing, Gordon? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. I've been chatting to you today in Brandon's stream. Hope you're doing all right. Let's have a look. John Ladd's also in the house. How you doing, John Ladd? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. You all chat to each other. Gordo, yeah, you're saying hi to each other. Tim Freeman, how you doing, Tim? Nice to see you. The Country Cottage Gardener, how you doing, mate? Watched your little video today, I believe, on what's that little blower? Yeah, I saw that. Good little video. Thanks for doing that. That was nice. The Bearded Badger, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Mark Stone, you'll say hello to everybody. Getting there. Dirt Rider also in the house. How you doing? I see you got your bits, Dirt Rider, too, didn't you? You got your little tiny bits I sent you. Andrew Phone, I picked up a mower yesterday for 20. Did a full service, sold it for 60. Ain't bad, is it? It's not a bad little turnaround for what it is. It only costs about £8 to do a service, right? You all chat to each other. You all chat. I don't think I missed no one yet. There's Brandon. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. You got your chaps on, Mick? Yeah, got my old cowboy chaps on, mate. I wear mine all the time, just below the counter. You can't see them. How you doing, Nev? Nice to see you, buddy boy. How you doing? Well, nice to see you. Where do you get all the stickers from? Where do you get all the stickers from your lawnmowers? I just go on eBay. Just search them up. There is actually a bloke. He was actually in our live stream a little while ago, and he is actually on eBay. I picked these up. These are original hater stickers. They're a little bit smaller than what I would like, but I think they're about £8, 6 to 8 quid for those. So just go on to eBay or wherever, Google, and just punch in lawnmower decals, and they come up. But there is one of my subscribers actually does his own lawnmower. Does exactly the same as me, just better. He does his ride up, and he sells his on eBay, I believe. I have seen some of his work on eBay, so I'm sure it's where his stuff's coming from. Hi, Tim. Mowing is still going strong. Loads of fencing, yeah, definitely. Chris, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in, buddy boy. Stanley, how you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. Cool, we've got some minutes. 60 in the house. Fantastic. East Coast. Hi, Mick. Long time no see. How's it all going? It's going very well. Thank you, Lennon, mate. Thank you very much indeed. Going quite well. Yeah, just chilling out now. It's Saturday night. Just chilling out. I'm off for another week. I've had 2 weeks off. It's off for my second week now, so I'm right in the relax mode. Had Nad Mick of a lazy day. Had Nad Mick. I assume that's nothing. Is that a Scottish thing for nothing? I'm not quite sure. Shandog, how you doing, mate? I'm sorry, but driving and listening. Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for popping on in. Alan, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming in. There's no hurry, Mick. I promise not to guess what it is, though. Yeah, I'll have to write that down, Benedict. Yeah. Cheers, Benedict. Just over 1 stone now. 1 stone and half a pound. One stone, half a pound. So yeah, 14.5 pounds I've lost total. So it's come off nice and steady, which is what I want. I'm not going to do it too quick. Hi all, thanks for answering my Instagram message on Thursday about the stuck clutch lever, Mick. Best wishes. Yeah, no problem, Andy. You're absolutely welcome. If I can help, I will help. I can't always. That's a problem. And the hardest thing is to try and diagnose, whether it be for Instagram, Twitter, email, or whatever. It's always hard to diagnose someone's bit of kit when you don't have it in front of you. You know, it's so much easier to have it on the bench and give it a few pulls and listen to the engine, and you can tell what's going on. But so hard to tell when it's actually over the internet. But if I can help, I definitely will. Spice and Easy, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Hope you're doing well. 59 in the house, fantastic numbers. Shed 65, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping it in. Also, Boneyard Garage in the house too. Cool. We've got some people in here. So I've got some celebrities in here tonight. Some real proper celebrities. Brandon, I've got to go. My niece for her riding ATVs all day later. Everyone. Okay, Brandon, no worries, mate. Thanks for coming in, mate. Nice to see your stream earlier on. Mick, I still can't get hold of a clutch plate. I still can't get the clutch plate off, so I'm going to bite the bullet and take it to someone. No, don't do that, for the Lord's sake. No. I haven't got one here to show you, Brandon. Tim, I ain't got one. But literally, inside that shaft will either be a Torx bit or Allen bit. Just get it in there, mate. What you can do, get your screwdriver in that fits, and where you've got a little hole in your screwdriver, put another screwdriver through that hole and use it as a lever, and then try and turn it like that. It should be left-hand thread, bud. It should just go snap and just pop out. You shouldn't have to take it to someone to go and do it, mate. Should be no reason for that at all. It should come out relatively easy. Maybe you just can't get enough swing on it. So yeah, put the screwdriver into position, and where you got a little tiny hole in the screwdriver, let me show you. It'll be easier. Hang on. So sometimes you can't get no leverage, you see, Tim. So what I do is get the Torx bit that fits, and then you got a hole in the screwdriver. Put another screwdriver in him, right? So it's like a T hinge, and then you can use that to push in and twist at the same time. You might get a bit more leverage on it, buddy boy. You shouldn't have to take it in to remove a clutch plate. It's not even worth their time, buddy boy. Give that a go. Tim Freeman, let's rub it down. Yeah, Tim, you need advice or big grips. Yeah, exactly that. Something to get hold of it. Yeah. Don't use a grinder spanner on it. No, you can't. No. Hello, Boats. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Hope all the moves gone well. Hiya, Pink. I'll call you Pink. Good evening, Mick and family on the stream. Chris, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Another Chris. Hello, Mick. Where's the best place to get hater spares? Hater dealer. Depends what you're after. Because don't forget, lots of haters are actually Briggs. Especially on the engine side of it. So it depends whether you want engine bits or you want deck mower bits. Lots of companies in the UK like Briggs Bits. They're quite competitive. Garden hire spares are quite competitive. Stens are very competitive. All depends what you need. Start off with going to Google, do a search in Google. Don't go straight to eBay. Go to Google first, punch in what you need. Or find your lawnmower engine numbers, your make, model, and whatever. I did exactly the same just myself just the other day. I was after a part for this. So put my make, model, and code number in. Go on to Briggs Finder, put your codes in. It come up with your parts, and then it come up with your part number. Then you can search via part number, and then find your authentic dealer prices or your copy prices. That's how I do it. Boats Jason, Dirt Rider. Is that Doug? Did Doug come in here? Oh, it's Bama. How you doing, Doug? Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for popping on in. Pete Frau, David Young. You just lost $40 in lottery tickets. Who did? Me? Did I? Hello, Jason, Tim Palmer, Dirt Rider, Gordo. Micks Mowers, Chinese just turned up. Lovely. What you having? Gordo? Sounds good. I love a Chinese. Apart from one if it makes you cough. That's the only thing I don't want from China. Both East Coast, everybody in the house, everybody's here, everybody's present. 61 in the house. Give us a thumbs up, much appreciated. So let's get the link out there. See what else we've got coming on in. Cheers, Mick, much appreciated. It's about common sense, Chris. I don't say you haven't got any. It's about common sense. You definitely don't want to be buying genuine parts if you can help it. Okay, things like Briggs and Stratton gaskets and what have you, I'd buy genuinely, $4 or £5. I wouldn't skimp out on those. But if you're looking for an air filter, here is an air filter. Let me grab it. It's behind here somewhere. Don't know if I can reach it now. There it is. Here, air filter, right? There you go. Air filter, Briggs and Strat, right? This was £17. Briggs and Strat. Authentic, blah, 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 blah. Got it from a company off of eBay, $6.99. It came in with it the next day. I've ordered a new belt for the Hater 56. That's turned up. I found the part number off the original belt. Wasn't very happy about part number. Went on to Hater Briggs with my number and code. Put it in. Found the belt number code. Went on to internet. Punched the part number in. Up it came. Got a copy part. Belt was here next day. So that's how I do it. Lottery can be on a tax on people. They are not, definitely not. Hi, Pink, nice to see you. Hater spares are strong money. They definitely are. That's why you got to find a copy parts, right? Got to find a copy parts. Smoky Hater, man, I see you. Thanks for popping in. Nice to see you. Ordered one of them doorbell. You've ordered one. Good luck, mate. They are a bit tricky to pair up. Hopefully, you won't have the same problems. I had a few niggly issues, but it's from China. You got to just bear with it, innit? But mine works quite well. There's a bit of a delay though, Neil. But there's a little bit of a delay, so you might have to be a bit patient with that. But it does the job for me. eBay has made life so much easier for searching. Well, I wouldn't just say eBay, because why is it when you go on eBay, right? Let's just say you want. Let's make it simple. Let's say you want a cable for Hater 56, right? On the side of the cable, it's got the numbers, yeah? So you write your numbers down, go on eBay, put them in, Hater cable, up they come. Bomb. There's about 15 to choose from. After the 15, it goes straight to Mountfield, straight to Honda, and all the rest of it, right? And you got the prices there starting from around about 20 quid upwards for a Hater. But if you put that part number into Google and then put Hater cable behind that, and then push select, it will still take you to eBay, okay, or Amazon. But it will probably take you to other sellers that were not in the previous list when you first went to eBay. So I always go to Google first. I don't go straight to eBay. I go to Google first and go through the images and go from there. You might find a decent second-hand one or old new stock. Beef chow mein, egg fried rice, sweet and sour chicken balls, and a spring roll. How are you going to move later on? My Lord, was that just for one? I couldn't eat that. It took me a week. Bought a torque spanners and went and bought a torque spanners and found one that fits. But when I go to undo, it jumps out the hole. Well, that ain't good, is it? That doesn't sound right. Springs and gaskets are not good. No, definitely not. What are you up to, Smokey? You're all chatting to each other. I've had one make. I went is a ring. Yeah, well, the ring ones are mega expensive. Apparently, you got to subscribe. You got to subscribe to their cloud or something. I have heard. I've been was doing some review stuff. Hi, Edward Thomas. Hey, I see you. Thanks for popping on in. Right, let's get a link out then. Here we go. Let's get the link out. See who we've got coming on up for a chat. Let's copy that. Been going for 23 minutes, 70 in the house. Fantastic numbers. They're the numbers we like to see. Beef and tartar pie for me, Micks Mowers. Beef and tartar pie. Is that what's that? Is that a Midlands thing? Is it? I don't know what that is. Have you considered a live stream with Pterodactyl? Well, yes, I have, and I have my own admin that works for me, or more of a personal assistant. Hey, Pete. I would never write it off. I'm happy to do collaborations with absolutely anybody at all. And it's all about sharing. It's all about sharing, isn't it? I had a Chinese chicken fried rice curry sauce, and it was and I was never off a toilet. Yeah, I hear that. I get like that and all sometimes. So there's a link. Feel free to hit the link. Don't forget, people. Mods are in the chat, and they will keep everybody at bay. No more than 2 emojis. No foul language. Don't mind a bit of banter. No bullying. No swear words. All the rest of it. You know the rules. Yeah, quite simple. If you'll get deleted. You'll get blocked. Then you get timed out. It ain't worth the hassle, is it, Edward Thomas? When you come up on the panel, I've got two old men down here already, waiting to get on up. 2 really old men waiting to get up. You need to have your microphone on, audio turned on, none of them silly filters that make you look like a cat. And it must be fully clothed and no swearing, or you'll be dumped in the basement and then just blocked. As simple as that. I don't muck about. How you doing, John? Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for popping in. Greetings from Huntsville. Fantastic. Right, I've got one here from America. I've got Mr. Bama Mudmowers. He's giving me a little thumbs up. I know it's Doug because he's eating, and trust me, that man's always eating. His mouth is like a letterbox; it never stops. So up you come, Doug. Let's get you up there first. How you doing, Doug?
Doing good, brother. How about yourself?
All right, Doug. Doug is from
Come on.
not Louisiana. I'll get there. I'll tell him, Doug. I'll come back to that. Don't tell him. I'll let him know. Alabama. There you go. Doug's from Alabama. He's Bama, and he's been a. I know. I got Ed like a calendar, and what it is, I'm not smoking. That's what it is. I'm on the old flutes again. That's what it is. So my brain. Well, the next bloke I got down here, it looks like he's been down pits. You've been down the pits, Jeff, or what? Oh, well, you've been washing windows. Jeff's been washing windows. Up you can't just Jeff. All right, Jeff.
Come out in sympathy. Come out in sympathy. Just the occasion.
It's just Jeff. Yeah, Doug has got a mouth like a letterbox. I'm telling you.
I can see it. Yeah.
No idea. Oh my God, we got Doug pizza. My God, I can't do it. I'm on a diet, bruv. I can't do it. I'm on a diet. Absolutely freaking I am.
Doug, have you any teeth in?
He ain't got no gnashes, Doug. He's had no gnashes for about a year, have you, mate? He's gumming the. He's gumming everything at the moment. He's like a big basking. He's like a basking shark.
Yeah,
it's when you lose all your teeth because of cancer. That's the reason why you don't have no teeth no more.
Yeah. Doug,
I apologize.
Trust me.
No, it's fine, brother. It's fine, man.
He didn't say that to make you feel bad. Trust me, because I rip the piss out of Doug all day long. It's not that at all. No, honestly, we've had that journey, Doug. We've done a big journey together, didn't we, mate? We all went there, and
yes, sir.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was a bad little walk, but he's out of it now, and he's still got no teeth, which is great because I was going to send Doug some big Nutella bars that you can't chew. Take about 8 months to get through it.
Hey, I need Taro's teeth. I really do. I need Taro's teeth.
I'll send you some. Yeah, I'm listening.
Mick, send him a Toblerone.
I'll see. One's been in the freezer.
Yeah.
Doug, for you. Let me find it.
Cheers, Doug.
I've got some here. I'm trying to find it. I can't find them. There they go. Oh, I can't find them now, Doug. I've gone for a bird. I don't know where they are. Oh, I found my Pull a Bear head stickers. I lost them. Oh, I don't know where they're gone now, Doug. I've lost them. I'll find them another day.
That's all right.
So just Jeff, did you get that mower sorted out in the end or what?
Yes, Mick. All done.
Oh, good man. And was it the intake?
Yes, it was the intake, Mick. What caused it? What caused it? You know the cowling.
Yeah.
The actual cowling. It's been put on wrong, and it was rubbing against the intake over a period of time.
What generally causes it when those intake tubes fracture like that? What generally causes it is where the tank is generally loose and the tank vibrates up against the washers. That's what generally causes it, but cowling can do it as well.
Yeah, but I fixed it with a product called Weiss, WEISS.
I thought you said it was called wife. Called wife then.
What? No, not this one. Not this one. Anyway,
I thought you got the wife to hold it with her thumb, like the boy and the dad.
I would try, but no, it's called Weiss, and it's 600 degrees before it disintegrates. It's a silicon, a rubberoid.
Okay, well, give it a go. I mean, I've known people literally just get a cable tie and a soldering gun. And just plastic weld it, or a bit of electrical tape does the job. You know, whatever works. It would appear we've got a celebrity in the house. Look, there's our celebrity there. There's Boneyard. How you doing, Boneyard? Nice to see you, buddy boy.
Good. How is everybody doing today?
Yeah, we're
Boneyard,
rocking and rolling. Not seen you for a little while, my buddy boy. Where have you been hiding?
Yeah, I've been busy. A lot going on. Get ready
what have you been
for some cool projects coming up in the next few weeks. So,
are we allowed to have a little sneak peek into that or not?
Well, I can show you a sneak peek on a video that's coming up tonight if you want.
Okay. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah.
Let me try to change, switch my camera around here.
Okay.
May I say, Boneyard's got some awesome videos.
Yeah. Oh no, that's camera
that's
off.
not it. How do you switch here?
I think you'll go up into the settings, top right hand corner, Boneyard, top right hand corner settings, camera, forward facing, back facing forward, or something. It says, "Oh no, you just pushed the wrong button now."
Yeah.
You
go down to if you're on when you're doing your stream, you go down to mic and camera with the little gear. You hit that. You go to camera, and then you'll say front backwards or whatever it is, and that's how you get yourself turned around on a mobile.
There he is. He's coming back. There he is. You're back.
Yeah, I'm back. I just don't know how to turn this around on my mobile phone.
Doug will tell you. Tell him, Doug.
Down there at the bottom, up underneath of us, you got mic, camera.
Yeah.
You got camera, mic, chat, and leave. You go to camera and mic. You hit that. Then it'll come up on a page. You go to camera. You hit camera, and then it'll show you front, back, or something.
See, there you go.
There you go.
There.
Oh yeah.
Ain't she pretty? Little real mower? Is that a real mower?
It's a real mower. It's called the Koopa Clipper.
Oh, nice. Isn't that pretty?
Nice.
Hold on 1 minute. I'll put the lift. Just watch it. I'm gonna just mute you guys for a minute if I can do that. I don't know how to do that. I don't want to. Don't put the lift up.
I'm getting the impression this is a bit off the hip, Boneyard. That's nice.
That's air compressor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So,
that's what we got over here, Mick.
Yeah, well, funny
like
you guys say that. Actually, I found a ransom Marquis. I'm not quite. No, it's not a ransom. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's exactly the same as that. Although it does have the box on the front, but it's exactly the same setup with the little side wheels on the side there. I found one today.
Is the clutch same on that clipper, Mick?
Say again, mate.
Is the clutch same as on that clipper as a ransom?
Is it a what? Clutchless?
Is the clutch system the same on the clip as it is on the ransom?
No.
Well,
yes.
The clutch.
The one I was looking at on mine it is. Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. I think it was on Gumtree.
Just got done finishing it up, getting it running, so it runs pretty good.
Yeah, I can see now. Thank you for that, Bodie.
The grass kicks out the back end, not through the front and go into the, grass cutter box.
Yeah, it's tidy. I try and find this.
That's nice. That's very nice.
I'll try and find this one I was looking at today. I don't know if I can find it now. I'm sure it was on Gumtree. That wasn't it. No, that wasn't it. Oh, I saw another one. Yeah, that was a ransom Matador for sale. It was quite a way away. I found it, but it looked really strange. A bit like what the American boys use. It might be eBay. Let me see if I can find it quick.
So yeah, there'll be a video coming up tonight, a little later on this. I had to file the points and get it going. Runs good now though.
Yeah, it looks tidy. I'm trying to find this other ransom that I had. If I can find it. I don't know whereabouts it was. It was here. It was on here. Definitely on here. Whereabouts was it?
Hey, Boneyard.
Yeah.
That little 2-horse Briggs & Stratton I got, it's got points into it. What other 3-horse, 3-horse, 4-horse, solid state coil bolt on that,
Well, if it's a solid state coil, you got to be careful because with the points and magneto setup, the magnet on the flywheel is in a different spot.
Yeah.
Than it is on something with the magneto. Some people say, and I haven't tried it, if you turn the magneto and put it on upside down, it will run fine. I never tried it though. But throw another set of points in it.
Yeah.
I want to do away with them.
Ah, come
A lot of
on.
people-
There's not-
Nah, a lot of people want to do away with them. Like, if you get them
Nah.
right, then they're fine. But
Yeah.
Well, the points they burned up, they're fairly new. You know?
Well, mate,
Yep.
are they gapped correctly, Doug? Are they gapped up right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I kept mine at 20 thousandths.
They shouldn't, as long as they're not third up. I mean, pretty much. I've had so many vintage mowers come in that are on point system, and just get a little emery board in there, like you did, Doug. Have a little scrape up, a little clean up, bit of contact cleaner, and that's about as much grief as you get from a set of points.
I just ain't getting no spark.
You guys got to.
You know,
I use point files.
can I just say something, Mick?
Point files.
Go on, Jeff.
On a point system, on your camshaft, you have a little pin that lifts the points up and down. Okay?
Yeah.
Very little pin. On the top of that pin, it gets fade up and it lifts it too far or drops it down too low.
Yeah.
Take that pin out and give it a nice little rub gently so you don't take no skin off it. Put it back and try that. So rounds.
Yeah, it could be that, or does it have like a little tiny condenser in there, Doug, as well? It's got like a little condenser in there.
Yeah, that's brand new.
Even though it's brand new, the condenser may not be livening up. You can just put a multimeter across that and just give it a little bit of a jump, and it livens them up.
And also, even if they're brand new points, you still got to hit them with a file or a little sandpaper.
Yeah.
They put a coating on them from the
They do.
factory, so they don't rust.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, this motor used to run.
Make sure you do that.
You know, and it's just been sitting around.
Well, all I'll say to you is, Doug, if it used to run, then it's down to you to get it to run. So I don't want to hear no more of your excuses.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just get it done. Put your big boy pants on and get out there and get it done.
Like I tell a lot of people, suck it up, Buttercup.
Look, I'm telling you, if Boneyard has to come all the way up there to come and see you to get it running, that'd be embarrassing.
Hey, you've been telling me that. You've been telling me that for the last 2 years. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Do you guys want to
I love you, Nick.
Run?
So, yeah, definitely.
Do what, Boneyard?
Yeah. Fire it up. Fire it up.
Let me switch the camera back around.
Right, that's
See if I
going
can
to take
still
half an hour.
remember how to do this.
That's going to take half an hour to do that.
Easy. Yeah, we got it. See it?
That's tidy, isn't it?
There we go.
That is nice.
That's tidy.
Let's see. If
I like the rollers on back, mate.
That'd be really sweet. Completely redone.
They do them over here, Jeff. They've got them over here. Ransom do one.
All right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There she goes.
That's how a flathead brake's supposed to run.
Yeah, exactly
That's
that.
nice. That is nice. Can you send it now over, please?
It's got the old gas tank onto it, the old air breather on it.
Look at that.
It's tidy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's all original.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That really
So
is.
I'm going to be doing a video together tonight about it. And then we're
Well,
going to have another video down the road of me lapping it in and putting an edge on that reel.
There you go. That's what I like. That's my kind of video. I'm just trying to find the one I've got in the UK here.
I'll be watching that Boneyard if I can get it. Yeah.
That's tidy. Let me try and find it. How you doing, Ken? Nice to see you, buddy.
Good. Just christened in my son, first automotive repair alternator on his Camry, so all good. And then after we're all done, I go, damn, I should have done a video.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's always
Ken.
fun.
What's up, brother? How you doing, guys?
I'm just trying to find this blinking this other ransom. I can't find the blinking thing now. It was up on.
You get those tool photos I sent you for the contest?
Yes, baby. They're all edited up and good to go.
Cool.
Yeah, I've done them. I'm just trying to find this ransom Marquis or ransom mower. It was a real mower, and the reason I looked at it, it was definitely on eBay. I remember his other photographs, but I can't find the blinking thing. And it was exactly the same as the American version real mower, but this was a Marquis, which is weird. Originally, Pete Froud thought it had the transportation wheels. Over here, some of the real mowers, they have transportation wheels on them. How you doing, Tampa?
Hey, Tampa.
That look very similar to to what I was looking at, but I can't find it now. It's gone. Maybe it's sold. It was really old. It was really, really old. I can't find the thing now. Right. Okay. Is that it? No, that's not it.
How's that doorbell going for you, Mick?
Say again, babe.
How's that doorbell going for you?
Yeah, it's doing okay. It's got a few little glitches in there, which you would sort of recommend from that sort of setup. But I have been speaking to my neighbour across the road. He's got one of the Ring doorbells, and he says he's got the same issues. You know, you get like a 5-second lag, and by the time the person's knocked on the door and it links to your phone, he's halfway down the driveway again. So you get some of that, but
hey, 20 quid. What do you expect, right?
Exactly that. And for what I want it for, when I'm working nights and what have you, it's got infrared and it's got night vision and it's also got movement. You got to adjust the sensitivity of the movement down a bit, otherwise you get a movement every time the sun goes round.
Oh,
but it's pretty good though. Who got down here? Who's that down there? We've got Dick. All right, Dick.
Hello, mate.
Right,
pretty good.
Hang on. Right, I was thinking today. Hold up. Right, hold up. Just hold up. Where has it gone? Let me find this. What did I do with it? There it is. Well, let me load this up. I don't know about anybody else, right? Right, I've got that loaded. Now let me load this up. Hang on, bear with me. I'm getting there. I was mucking about a day, and I was watching a bit of Snobby Scrap Picker on playback. Right now, come here. Bear with me, people in the chat. Bear with me. Why can't I do that? There you go. Right. Copy that. Right. Let's come back down to the chat. You're here. Right. Where's my chat gone? It's here. Right. Dick, are you there, mate? You hear me, Dick?
Yes.
Right. Come to the screen, Dick. Come to the screen. Right. Are you ready, Dick? What I want you to do?
Yeah.
In a minute. Let me just let me put this into the chat. This is difficult. Right, here we go. Let me put that into the chat. Paste that. All I want you to do, Dick, right, is just say this out loud. Hang on, bear with me.
Yeah.
There you go. Say it.
Okay, mate. This place is under new management by order of the Peaky Blinders.
Right. I'm sorry, right? But I'm telling you, Dick is actually this man here.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I tell you, Dick is Arthur Shelby. That's who he is. It was racking my brain today. I thought, who do you sound like? And I was watching a bit of Amazon, and up it came Peaky Blinders. I thought, you are Arthur Shelby. You sound exactly like him.
You asked me earlier, Mick, what's beef and tartar?
Yeah, go on.
It's beef and potato. Beef and tater.
All right. Is that some kind of Second World War code language or something?
No, meat and potato pie.
Meat and tatty pie.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I understand now. It's just lingo, isn't it? Whereabouts are you? Just Jeff. You're Midlands, aren't you?
Yeah, North. Nottingham.
Nottingham. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Let me just have a quick catch up in the chat. 2 seconds. I don't want to ignore people because they've spent a bit of time in here. Who we got here? We got John says what a week it is to service a 6.75 Briggs. and Stratton Quantum self-propelled lawn vac and a 6.5 Briggs and Strat Quantum pressure washer for the season. Fantastic. This is going to jump horrendously now. Yeah, I knew it would. So I've been not paying attention to the chat. Where did that comment go? Pete Cardiff are into lockdown. Oh, laugh out loud. Cardiff are going into lockdown. Apparently, yeah, it's on its way back in it, people. Yeah, definitely. Hi, Mick. Put your email up on the screen, please. What email is that, buddy boy? Ken might be going into lockdown as well. Or Kent. Oh, really? Okay, right. Hi, Mick, and everyone in the chat from Granddad's Workshop. How you doing, mate? Mick, I've sent you an email. Right, I'm looking a bit. No problem.
Granddad.
Gary Ross, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Partner's also in the house. Bing's Projects, how you doing? I have a Hater 20 with the same red Briggs on it. Good mower. Yeah. Oh, you on it? That must be the Haterette, is it? Maybe. The red Briggs, that sounds familiar. Highest Coast, Gary Ross, you're shouting bingo. Harry, Boneyard Garage. Battery went dead. Okay, mate, no worries, that's fine. Who else thinks that Dick sounds like Arthur Shelby? I think he sounds absolutely the same, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
By proper order, exactly that. He is the Peaky Blinders. It's been doing me in for weeks, Dick. Absolutely weeks.
Dick, you want some of these?
I've got a pair, actually.
Yes,
I've got a pair, but mine don't go over the shoulders. Mine go under my tits. Got a free two-stroke generator this week. The person I got it off said it chucked lots of smoke out and mixed 1 litre of two-stroke and 4 litres of petrol, okay? Mixed 1 litre of two-stroke.
4 to 1. That's surprising it even ran.
Yeah, it's no wonder it not even started. John Ladd looked into me more, laugh out loud.
Yeah.
That will do it. Yeah, exactly that. Good. Right, I'm all up to date now with my chat. Good. So how you doing, Tampa? Nice to see you.
Doing good, bud. Doing good. Just got rained on.
Yeah, same here, mate.
Yeah. Out here working on stuff.
You got some more rain down there?
Yeah, just rain.
No rain here. No rain here. Just
We need it here.
We had a little bit down this neck of the woods. Not a great, just enough just to wet the lawn. I've just put that comment in the chat by order of Peaky Blinders again. I'll get rid of that.
We haven't had any in a week.
Yeah, it hasn't been just a little bit.
Hey, Mick, I got done working on that Camry with my kid, and he's like, "Oh, let's go for a ride." I said, "You go for a ride." And I go, "Wait a minute, bring me a pizza." So there you go.
What was that? Say that again.
My kid's like, "Oh, we got to go test out this alternator." I said, "Go ahead." She said, "Oh, I'm gonna go for a ride. You want to go?" I said, "Go get me a pizza." So
Peter says, just to warn you, Mick, Conker has a part left over from a Carberry build. Oh no. He was on Snobby. I'm going to ban him, man.
we'll put it on the mystery game today.
Oh, I tell you something. If you put Conker's face on a mystery, guess what it is? No one will guess it.
Oh, I'd like to hear the guess. No.
Yeah, we love it. So, what are you working on, Dick? I see you're busy in your workshop as usual.
I haven't done enough.
Say again, mate.
I haven't. No, mate. Should be. I've got a two-stroke edge cutter. Non-runner on the bench.
Oh, that's the that's the Husky. Yeah, I saw that in your video.
Yeah, I've got that. I've got a self-propelled. I've got a load mowers in the yard. I've got a self-propelled runner, McCulloch with a 450 Briggs on top.
Yeah.
I can't get it. I've had the carb in it. Floats.
Your internet's a little bit choppy, Dick. A little bit choppy.
The float.
Yeah, I'm only picking up bits of what you're saying, Dick. I got good visual, but your audio's a little bit shocking.
Is that any better?
That's better.
Right. Yeah, I've got a self-propelled McCulloch outside with a 450 Briggs on top, non-runner, but the floats weren't even seated in the bowl when I stripped the carb down. So I'm gonna that's got to have a full service.
So do you think the carburetor fairies have been in there?
Well, it's one of them. It's I don't like them plastic carbs because
Join the queue to the I don't like plastic carbs line because we're all in it.
I don't like them at all. And they don't seem to. It doesn't. They don't seem very robust. The float don't seat properly in the bowl.
Definitely not. The only thing I will say, Dick, is you can now buy. Conker sent me one of these. You can now buy just the jet assemblies to these, rather than mucking about with a carburetor clean. You can now buy just the jet assembly. So they're about £6 plus postage over here in the UK.
Part number, Mick?
Part number 597547. And that is just literally the main jet assembly, and that is pretty much the only reason, other than what Dick's saying, the float coming off. That's the only reason why then carburetors muck out. So yeah, order up. Part number 597547 will give you the jet assembly to those plastic carburetors. And from what Conker was saying, and take that with a pinch of salt, is that he put one of those in and it worked fantastic. How much are they, Ken? What they're coming up as price wise?
Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. That was just a picture. Come on. It is. Come on. Slow internet. Oh, 14 pounds. Oh, you know what's funny? Mick, not in the US. This is England. 14 pounds, including tax. Huh.
And who's that with?
Verkter, Verkter.
Oh, we've never heard of them. Amazon or eBay, they're about £6 plus. Oh, no,
yeah. Now, are those a richer jet, Mick? Are they richer so they won't hunt as much?
Yeah, well, what it is, Ken, on the let me try and find it. I think I've got it here. I might have ditched it. Here it is. Let me show you, baby. Let me show you what they've done.
Oh, they put a brass piece where the plastic was.
Nah, completely opposite. So where there used to be a little tiny brass jet, because used to have two, didn't there? One here.
Yeah.
And one here. This side now here. Yep. There's no brass jet here now. It's now a plastic seated part of the mold. It sits back.
Yeah.
Pardon me. It sits back by about 4 to 5 millimeters inside the throat.
Yeah, the one where the oral was. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and now that hole is about I want to say it's about 2.5 mil wide. That's really big.
Huh.
So
I wonder if they put out a note about that, Briggs Technicians or something.
No idea. From what I'm led to believe, Conker told me that he purchased this. I think it might have been Amazonian. He paid £6, but there was a postage on top, which I think took it to about £9.
How did he find out about it, Mick? Did he look up a parts list or something?
No doubt Conker was probably looking for something completely irrelevant, and that turned up. You know what I mean? It was probably looking up wheelbarrow spares or something like that, and that turned up, and he just purchased it. You know what he's like.
Well, the computer remembers everything you look at, so it'll pop stuff up all the time.
Let me see if I throw it into my search engine up in the UK, see what comes up. So we want 597 547 Briggs. Let's see what comes up. Genuine Briggs and Stratton. That could be it. It's not an advert. Bomb. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, over here you can buy it now at. This is off of eBay. Let me share the screen. Why don't we? Where are you? You're over here. Share screen is down here.
What are you, Amazonian or what?
No, I'm on eBay. I literally just punched it in. Can you see that? You see it?
Yeah.
So you got you can buy 2 for £9.79. You can buy 3 for £9.69. Yeah, £9.99 each. But I think they're about.
It's still European though, Mick. I haven't seen anything US yet.
Well, that's because Briggs are going under your end. I'll tell you what, it'd probably be cheaper for me, Ken, to buy a couple and post them over.
Yeah, because all the sites I saw have, if it's in the U.S., it's converted from pounds.
Yeah. Well,
That's
about £9, which is about £14 your end.
Yeah.
But still, if it gets you out of trouble.
Well, from what I'm led to believe, it is pretty much just a bolt-on, bolt-off experience. You know, there's nothing to it. What's Tampa Boy? Tampa Boy's got something. What's he doing down there? What are you mucking with? Oh, that's a nice old truck.
58 Apache? What is that? Looks like a 58 Apache.
That's C2500 Viking.
Nice.
It's a C6. It's an old fire truck that we chopped and dropped.
Cool.
It's got for singles in the rear.
Wow.
Was it all airbagged or what?
No, just cut frame.
Wow.
C-notch.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Nice, eh?
We have old fire truck.
Get sized tires.
Oh yeah, super singles, but I'm working on this.
For those of you that didn't understand what Jeff said, then he said, "Look at the size of the tires." I know it was in code.
Thanks, Mick.
You're welcome, mate. Just want to try and help you out. What are you working on there in Tampa? What you got there?
It's a reverse strike I'm building. See?
Yeah,
That's nice.
That's what front steering, right? Like on ATV.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey Mick, in the States here, I found it $12.
Line up you're in.
$12 in the States. Jack Small engines, $12.
Jeff has just put a post saying Briggs and Stratton part goes for $10.85 US. Apparently.
There you go. $10.85. That's cheap. That's cheap.
I just hate the ads where it's like $10.85 but $47.95 shipping.
Right, yeah. But I mean, I as of yet haven't found anybody that is a true fan of them. Some people say they don't mind them. You know,
they always hunt. Always.
I've had so many come through, and when they first started coming through the old Micks Mowers shack, quite a few years back, I went down the copy road thinking I can buy a complete carburetor from Wuhan for about £9, and they were worse than the originals. So then I spoke to a friend of mine he runs a more successful business than me up the road because he's professional. And he said anything over 4 years old with the overhead valve plastic carb Briggses, he doesn't even bother. It's just buy genuine, £38, buy a new one, get it out the door.
Piece of crap. Same thing, and it was worse than the original.
What you got there? What's that one? What's that? A Nicky? What's that?
Oh
no, it's a Honda, isn't it?
The SP something.
There's a Honda.
That's a Chinese
Honda. Predator, yeah. Honda.
It looks like an LHP 19 car.
That's not Huasa. I think Briggs sells the Huasa brand or Huasi brand. See that on the side.
Well, all I will say is that the only carburetors that I personally think are pretty good coming out of China that I've never had any issues with is the old style Briggs & Strat Quantum style carburetors. They're the ones that pretty much you can put on anything and they run pretty well. But the plastic ones, the cheap ones, or the Tecumseh ones, they're just not as good.
I've had good luck with the Kohler K series carburetors, the ones that used to be impossible to find, especially the number 30. They used to be $100, $200 if you find one. Now they're $30, and they work great.
It's what it is. I've got one on the way at the moment. I'm waiting on a carburetor for. So you know that ride-on mower I've got. There's a video coming out. I've got another engine on it. But I'm getting so much belt slap through the gas pedal. I think the belts are so badly stretched and gone hard. I'm getting so much vibration and it slips a little bit. So I've got some belts coming. But I've got this Briggs and Stratton overhead valve 6.75, the Intech engine. Yeah. Which, as we all know, is one of Briggs's flagship engines ever made.
It's got the line.
Yeah. Couldn't find a carburetor for that. I think I've diagnosed it correctly. I think the carburetor seat has given way, and that's why I was getting that gurgling noise, which was actually the petrol in the oil. So a new carburetor for that through Briggs was £68. I managed to find just one, which is in Wuhan, for £11.99. So that's on its way. So what I'm going to do is a bit of a pain in the bum for me, but it's got to be more cost effective. Is I'm going to take that Hater engine, that Briggs overhead valve engine, off again and put the Intech engine back on. Because I can always sell the Hater engine at a higher price because there's more modern engine around here. So that's going to go back on with the cheap Chinese carburetor back on top of that. So hopefully I should have that ride-on mower up and running again. And I was talking to a very special people who like my channel considerably. Their poster is just up there. Pro Parts Direct. There they are. They sponsor my channel, and they've been in contact with me, and they've said if I pay the shipping, they will send me the belts free of charge. So I've got $140 worth of belts coming my way. If I pay the shipping, which would be about 20 quid, something like that. They're sending me the belts for absolutely nothing. So that's fantastic. So thank you, Pro Parts, for that. They're going to send them over for me. So they'll have a new engine or engine rebuild, new carburetor, brand new set of belts, which cost me 20 quid. And hopefully that little ride-on can get the hell out of my yard because it's been here for too long. And I can get paid on it because I think the belts are about £80 over here, not including postage. I can actually get them cheaper from America with the help of my good friends over at Pro Parts Direct. So,
Mick, did you just buy that to flip it?
Yes. The mower actually cost me. I think I paid 40 or £60 for the ride on. That's all I paid for it because it was up for like 300 quid. Runs badly. When I went to go and check it out, it wasn't running at all. So I thought, I'll give you like 30. Yeah, I'll give you 30 quid for it. You know what I mean? He said, "No," as well. But I'm going, mate. You know what I mean?
I've got a Honda engine that you can't get parts for no more.
What Honda engine's that then?
G28.
What do you need?
It's well, you try and get parts for G28, you can't get any.
We got some sources here though.
It's a self-contained drive system, clutch. The clutch drive system is contained within the engine.
Okay. Send me the details on it, just Jeff, and I'll have a look at it. I don't believe they're not available. You need to just go to the right people. I know what you're saying. I've struggled with certain bits of kit, and before you know it, someone will get hold of it and say, "Oh, have you tried this lot?" And boom, there you go. There's a website donated just to it. So if you can pick up Briggs and Stratton engine parts dating back 1920, 1930, then you can get parts for that Honda. It's just knowing where to find them, mate. You know what I mean?
The G28 was the first ever built overhead valve engine.
Okay, I know that a GX100. Certain parts of those are becoming a little bit rare, a little bit hard to get hold of. They've been around a little while, but you'll be surprised if you get the right people. Send me over the details, mate, and what it is you actually want, and we'll have a little look. Wuhan carburetor.
I want an O-ring for carburetor. That's all I want.
What, for the bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I can't find one that fits. Anyway, I've got loads and I can't find one that fits.
No, you should go on. I know McMaster Car here, they usually have just about any kind of O-ring, especially because those are real thin section, very, very thin.
Very thin, yes. Very thin.
Yeah. No, but Mick, these are very, very thin section. Those are too fat. No, these are wide diameter, but very, very thin, like 1 millimeter.
So what you can do is, and what I've done in the past, just Jeff, is if you go down to your local car spares, proper car spares shop, you can actually buy lengths of O-ring in like meter lengths, okay? In certain diameters, and all you do is you just cut it to the right diameter and a little bit of epoxy, and you just epoxy it together. And when you press it down, it's never going to be inherited by the fuel, no problem.
Oh, with it, I was worried about the fuel reacting with the epoxy.
Yeah, you will get a little bit of that, but because the O-ring is circular in shape, if you get it the exact size you want, you have to tip the carburetor upside down and lay it in there. And just a little bit of a pox. Even the super glue I've done it with, just super glue the two ends together. But as soon as you press it together, it'll mold. And I've had no issues with it, mate. And you can actually buy the right diameter as well.
I found, Mick, though, the LCT carburetors that are on Aaron's now, LCT engines, those seem to be identical to the Hondas. If you could post the OD or the rough diameter or the groove, I'll see what I got. But I've got a bunch of them for those, and they seem to fit Hondas too. You can tell because they're metric and they have like 3 little round bumps every 120 degrees to like hold them in.
That's right.
Yeah, and I got tons of those. Get an approximate size in millimeter of the center of the circle, and I'll see if I can whip something up.
I know. I had quite a rare bird in a while ago. Now I think it was actually last season. I had quite a rare bird in, and I couldn't get an O-ring for that. I had some of my generic ones, and like you say, Ken, they were a little bit too wide. I did a little bit of sanding down to try and get around it, but to no avail. We got a place down where I live called Going Spare, which effectively is someone's 3 or 4 bedroom house that they converted into a shop, and pretty much you go in there and you want anything from a trailer light bulb to an alternator for a Rolls Royce, they've got it. You know.
Nick, you know what would work though? I got an idea because of all the stuff I do with Kohlers. If you get a Kohler carburetor kit, the 2575701, it comes with the black rubber sheet that goes over the float. It's like a half moon. If you cut that ID, so you just have maybe an 1/8 of an inch width and put that on there, that'll seal it.
Yeah. There's always a way around it.
Kohler uses it like a dual seal on their K-Series carbs.
Morgan Hill, how you doing, mate? There's my little nephew. How you doing, Morgan? I'll see you, mate. Thanks for popping on in.
What's up, nephew?
Mick, check eBay, Suffolk lawnmower spares. You will find the Suffolk I was talking about. Right on, mate. No worries. Mick, check eBay, Suffolk lawnmower spares. You will find that Suffolk you were talking about. It wasn't a Suffolk. It was a ransom. It was a ransom, mate. When I was talking about.
Got to run, guys.
All right, Tam. No worries, mate. Thanks for popping on in.
Later, Adam.
Have a great
How
day.
do you find the year? How do you find the year of manufacture for a mower on the model, type, and code serial number? If you go onto Google and type in how to find the or Briggs and Stratton make, model, and code, what does it mean? You can go onto a picture, onto videos, onto YouTube. It tells you exactly how to do it.
Yeah, first 2 digits of the code of the year.
Yeah, it's so easy. Go onto YouTube and just Google it. It's on there. Hi, Stuart. How you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Thank you very much. So, Town Boys are gone. Dick's, I think, has Dick fallen over?
Oh, how about a game, Mick?
Oh, let's have a game. Just Jeff's gone to the toilet. I think it's only me and you here. Everyone else is gone.
Oh, I'm waiting for my pizza. I don't care.
Oh, just Jeff's coming back.
Oh, he's measuring. He's trying to get a number.
It's probably just getting rid of his tatty pie.
No, I've just been toilet, Mick.
Oh,
There you go. Told you.
don't go in there.
Right. I want to show you this engine when I get to it.
What is it, Jeff? A wet clutch inside? Or what's it on, actually? Because G28 sounds pretty small.
Right. Down here. Like,
Oh. He's not showing us his underwear, is he? He's locked. Hey, Mick, is that TV show you were talking about with Dick? Is that Peaky, whatever? That's a TV show? What is that?
Peaky Blinders, yeah.
Originated in, they're from Birmingham, weren't they?
What, like a soap opera
Dick,
or something?
Dick, say that. Say that, Dick. Say that.
So what?
Say that.
Micks Mowers is under new management by order of the Peaky Blinders. Yeah, it was originated in they're from Birmingham, weren't they? The Peaky Blinders.
Yeah. They certainly were. I'll put that in there. Let's put that in there. And that. Yeah, let's do that.
Look at G28. Looks pretty small.
What is it? Is that one? Is that one Jeff was after? Was it?
Yeah, that's a G28. Pretty small.
Is it a 3.5 horsepower? Is it?
Yeah, tiny. Yeah, nice looking engine, but small.
Just trying to
I wonder
come
what
back.
it'd be used on.
He's having problems at the minute. Hiya, Alex. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Right, shall we have a game in? Oh, sorry, Ken. Let's get rid of you. Let's have a game in. Jeff is trying to join, but he's having problems. So let me find a game in. Let me find a little game. Where are we going to go over here? That was the Order of Peaky Blinders one. Don't that. All right, what we're going to have then? Something half good. What we're going to have? Let's watch this one. What's this one here? I've got to remember what they are. Yeah, let's do this one for now. Let's have a go at this one. Come back to you guys. Let's get rid of all these other bits and pieces I've got running. Don't want to save. No, don't save that. 2 seconds. I'm just trying to get rid of all the other bits and pieces I've got in the background. Loads of stuff running in the background here. Jeff's having problems. Right. Okay. So, yeah, we'll have a little game. 57-58 in the house after 1 hour. Fantastic. Give us some thumbs up. Be much appreciated. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee in a minute. Dick, do you get your banners off of eBay?
I do, yes, mate. Yeah,
I see them. They're quite nice, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not a lot. They're about a tenner. They're about £10.
I might see if they'll make me a Micks Mowers one.
Yeah, I mean, they can make them to custom made. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on someone to redo my logo for me. So I'm looking forward to that. Right, here we go. Here's a game. Here's some bums up. 60 in the house. All you got to do is guess what it is. Jeff's trying to come back. He's having problems. Is our Jeff? I'll add him. He's having problems though. And yeah, let me get it. Share the screen. All you got to do is put it in the chat what you think it is. Anyone that wins gets a Micks Mowers cheap tacky merchandise, which I should post off to you within about 3 months, and we'll go from there. So heads down, bums up. Here's the first one. Just write in the chat what you think it is, and there it is. There's about the right size. There you go. What is that? Tell me what it is.
Let's have a look.
Let me get my chat up and we'll see how we get on. Oh, Dick's gone for a button. Is it a G clamp? Says fun thing to do with tech. No, it's not. Is it Roy's wallet? No, it's not. Is it a tin opener? No, it's not. Mick, I would come up, but my laptop is away for repair. Right, Tim, no, that's fine. Is it a guide wheel? No. Is it a candle holder? No. Is it a clamp? No. Is it a gun for silicone? No, it's not. Ken, it's me and you up here, babe. What's going on?
Only the best.
Well, let's put
It was Godfrey.
He'll be back. He's having internet problems. That's what happens. You go to the toilet. That's what happens. You go to the toilet, Jeff. Let me. Links in the chat. If anyone else wants to pop on up.
Can you make it a little bit bigger, Mick? It was a little too small. I could barely see
it. If I bit too much, mate, it's going to fade it out. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Is it a straight line marker? No. Evening. Is it an apple peeler? No. Is it a cutter? Is it a hat? Is it a throttle handle?
Hey, back to what Mark says though. Is it some kind of cutter? I mean, because he's pretty brief.
No, it's not. Is it a roll holder? No. Some kind of cutter? No. Glass cutter? No. Give us another peek. Woo back, Chris. My word. Slow it down, sister. A vintage pizza cutter? No, it's not. What do you reckon it is, Dick? You popped out for a little while and come back in again.
It's all right, mate. I tried to punch in the chat what I thought it was, but I'm useless with technology.
Oh, Jeff's back. Here he is. No, he's going to walk off now. That's great. First time Jeff's got back in it, and now he's going to get out again. Is it a tin cutter? No. Darn it, no. Is it a Peaky Blinders torture tool? No, it's not. Let me put the kettle on. Let me fire the old kettle up. It's so nice having my electrics in the old shed now. I can fire the old kettle up and have a cup of coffee. Brilliant. No, it's not, Henry. No. Is it a wheel handle? No, it's not. Is it wheels remover? No, it's not. Let's see the picture again. Lee the brewer. Righto, Lee. Anything you say? Are you ready, Jeff? You finished mucking about, have you? Righto. I can come in, Jeff.
Mick.
Yeah, all good, mate. Just making a brew.
I went down to the shed to try and take video of the engine, but my Wi-Fi won't reach.
Well, I'll let you into a little secret, Jeff. Right? There's a little thing called the internet, and we can just Google that and put a picture up.
Well, then, find it.
All right, Ken, can you just get me a picture of that engine? There you go.
No, wrong engine.
No, that's it. Don't tell lies.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
There you go. Is it a Conker car part? No, it's not. Is it an apple corer? No, it's not. Hang on, I've gone too far here. A letter wax sealer tool? No. Evening. Let's see the picture. I'll show you 2 seconds, Lee. Is it a Sparky Google? No, it's not. An old tin opener? A piece of scrap? It could very well be. An edge cutter? No. Is it a row marker? Jeff's gone again. He's hit the wrong button. I don't use Google. Don't tell lies.
Hey, Nick, can you tell us what industry it's from? Would that give it away?
I will do in a bit, mate. Yeah. A steam peeler? No. A stem peeler? No. Ian's cheese slicer? No. I've got an alarm clock. My alarm's going to go off. Oh, it's a house. It's a ring doorbell. A nut remover? No. Google? No. Hey, Sparky. Is it a spanner? No. Is it a picture? No. My nose cutter? No. Evening all. Button installer? No. Just eating chicken. Right, okay. No one's got it there. Let's share the screen. Share the screen and bring the picture up. There it is. That's about as far as I can go. Otherwise, it's going to distort it. I can put it all the way up here, look. But, I mean, about there, somewhere. About there. What do you think that is then?
God. Not a clue.
Well, that's why you're here, Dick.
That one I put counter, Mick, like one of those counters that goes up and down to counts things.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Hang on. Let me just get rid of my kettle.
Is that instant coffee again?
Mate.
What's up? Is that phosphorus?
Mate, it's quarter to 8 at night in my shack, and I've got coffee on the go. Of course, it's instant. I thought you Northerners were hard lads. It's drinking that old piss. What's that all about then?
I can't drink the other stuff no more.
Godfrey, what is that? FU locker? What is that?
It's what the 5-year-olds drink down here.
Yeah, well, I can't drink it no more, mate.
Well, that's what it is, mate. That's what happens when you used to drink paraffin when you was younger. See, that's what happens.
No. Methylated spirits, I'm afraid.
Yeah, there you go, mate. Is it a row maker for a plant? Oh, you think it's like off the back of a tractor with that big wheel? No, it ain't one of them. It does look like it, doesn't it?
How big is it, Mick? Roughly, is it this?
Oh, it's going to be so big. Oh, I tell you what, it can be so big, and it can be so big.
Oh,
there you go. Ian's cheese slicer, a nut remover, picture. Yeah, I've done the picture. Nose cutter, a button installer. Just eating chicken. Yeah, I expect you are, Sparky. Crush. Google is Sparky's best friend. It is. Chicken and eggs. Is it Pete Frow's hair mover? Oh my lord, here it goes. Then it starts. A handle, a bottle opener, a sod cutter, a roll guide. No. Rolling hot holder. No. Well, that just jumped. Is it a throttle arm? No. Foster's, yeah. A tiller wheel missing the tyre? No. A hand centre? No. My chat keeps jumping, so if I miss it, I miss it. You have to come back to me. What's that? A pepper cutter? No. Measuring device? No. Bottle opener? No. Tile hole cutter? No. A cork puller inserter? No. Picture, please. Done that already. Can Crusher. I'm away, Mick. Yeah, cheers, John Ladd. Thanks for popping on in. Is it used to set something? Is it used to set something? Possibly. Cylinder blade holder, no. A pepper punch, no. A paint, whatever that is. A paint roller, no. No, it's not. Any ideas? Any ideas, just Jeff?
Nope.
Well, you're about as much use to chocolate fireguard.
Yes.
A wheelie barrow. A wheelie bar for a dragster. A hammer. No. A window winder. No. Okay. This device is used within the automotive industry.
Oh. Is it for putting windows in?
No.
There you go.
Hi, Nick. How you doing, buddy? A bottle capper? No. A wood hole cutter? No. Is it for planting seeds? Is it for planting seeds? It's used within the automotive industry. No.
Is it dealt with a wiring loom?
No. A bearing puller, an idler wheel, no. A spring valve compressor, no. A tank cleaner, a glass cutter, a spark plug hole cleaner, no. A puller, no. Great video about the doorbell, Mick. Ordered one today. Looking forward to your review while I wait for mine. Cool. No, they're a little bit glitchy, so bear with it.
Is it to do with tyres, mate?
No.
That's one part of car gone.
Just going to break it down to 35 different parts. Something to do with timing. No, it's not. A wheel alignment tool. No, it's not. An engine cleaner. No. Ian Matthews wallet remover. Could be used for that. Soft wet cutter. No. Trim installation tool. No. A belt puller. Hiya, Bruce. How you doing, buddy? You just come into the right chat time, Bruce. We're having the problem here, mate. We're having a serious problem here. A metal hole punch, no. For an AC belt, no. Anything to do with clean, whatever that is, no. Hey, Bruce, do you want to see it again?
Do we brake pipes?
All right, hang on, bear with me. Dick, just say that quickly, please.
Micks Mowers is under new management by order of the Peaky Blinders.
I gotta watch it tonight. What's his name?
Right. There you go. Now that is just one end of this tool. Oh, no sweetener, my coffee.
Crimper of some sort, isn't it?
It's what?
Like crimper, like a crimping machine.
Oh no. Something to do with airbags? No. A battery head cleaner? No. Is all is good using the PC with no camera right now? Righto, Bruce. No worries. Egg poacher. A tire punch? No. A C clamp? No. Anything to do with cleaning? No. Ken, is it on Netflix? No. A machine, a jack. I am stumped. Well, that's not hard. A steamroller for leather. No. A bearing clamp. Spare wheel for an auto. No. A tester for a battery. No.
It's a tool, Mick?
For putting
actual tool?
It's a tool. Yeah, it's a tool. It's a thing. Definitely, it's a thing. Is it for putting tires on? No. Now, two of you have made a comment, which it isn't, but the word of which you have put in the comment is what it's used for. So you're I ain't gonna tell you that. So you're getting a bit close. Oh, I need to stir that. A battery post installer. No, a battery post installer. What's that? What do you mean, Ken?
The battery post. Two posts on the battery to push them in.
What? When you put the post in the batteries?
Yeah, when you push them in like a clamp to push them in. To push in the post when the posts go out. Yeah.
What, the terminals?
Yeah, terminal. Yeah, okay. We call them.
No,
posts.
it's not. No, it's not.
Terminal. What are you from England?
Stop winding him up, Mick.
Sorry. A battery post installer. Is it the end of a car lift? No. A bearing press? No. F clamps? No. Three of you have now said the word of which it's connected to. Belt tensioning tool, a bearing clamp, disc brake piston retractor? Nope. A bearing seater? Nope. No clue. Tire pitch roller? Nope. Brake sheet spreader? Nope. A valve spring installer? Nope.
Nothing to do with brake pipes, then. No.
No. Is it a retractor? Nope. Ian Matthews wallet removal tool? Nope. A belt? No.
Not big enough for Micks.
A brake pedal pusher? No. Oh, this is getting boring. Is it Ian Matthews strap on? No. Is it a tension tool? No. Is it a tester? No.
A reamer.
Eh?
Is it a reaming tool? A reamer?
No.
No.
This is a tool that a mechanic would potentially use. You'd also find this device possibly on boats. Maybe someone in the marine industry might use this tool. So it's to do with automotives, but definitely a mechanic would use this.
Bloody boats. I live about furthest away from sea you can get.
A leaf spring installer? No. Core plug tool? No. A lever? No. Is it for cutting tire treads? No. A water outlet block off tool? No. Circuit remover? No. A fuel tester? No. Another little look.
Yeah, go on.
Dick is that interested? Dick is now repairing his machine. He's gone off now. He's had enough of it already.
I'm stumped, mate.
There you go.
They're for grabbing something. It's not too. Is it too late?
It certainly is used for grabbing something. You're quite right there.
Yeah. What though?
Auto testable installer.
Spikes on it, so it's got to be grabbing something.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of tensioner to me.
Well, you would be 110% incorrect, wouldn't you, Dick?
Well, that sounds about right.
Is it used for water pumps? No. Is it a holder? To a degree, it's a holder because it's got little spikes. So you use it to hold it, maybe. I don't know. I think we've established that. Is it an engine lifter? No. Is it used to set up carburetors? No, it's not. To help remove an engine? No, it's not. 60 in the house. Give us a thumbs up, people, if you're enjoying this little game, because I certainly am, because this just gets rid of so much time for me.
Little crimps in a circle. What would it hold? It's a circle.
Say again.
It's got little crimps on it, and it's a circle. So what is a circle? It's going to hold.
Yeah, I'd be giving it away.
Yeah, but that would be telling.
Yes, it would. So what in auto do you need a circle?
Look, just Jeff, stop fishing for answers, okay? Just guess what it is. It's not hard. Is it an amp tester? Is it a machine holder? An engine lifter? Is it used to set up carburetors? Help remove the engine? No. A ball joint tool? A bushing installer? An air filter cleaner? Is it a clamp to hold a motor on a boat? No, it's not. A glass holder? No, definitely not. Flywheel tool? No. A puncture repair tool? No. Good one, though. Window holder? No. A clutch tool? No. A belt stretcher? A pulley retractor? No. A bushing clamp? No. A clutch holder? No. A windshield screen remover? Woohoo! We have a loser. No, it's not Bruce. A tyre bead setting? No, it's not do tyres.
Oh, not do tyres. Oh shit.
So how can I give you another clue? This device this device is used because the piece of equipment that you're trying to either install or take out is particularly heavy, and it aids the person to not only grip this device, but also it's a manual handling thing as well. So you can gently drop this thing into place, or you can pick it up and you can carry it certain distances. You can even have two, one in each hand, and you can carry it like a deadlift. WTF is it already? Well, if I told you that, then you won't get a keyring, bottle opener, pen or sticker, and everyone wants to get one of my bits of chicky tack. We have a winner. Stop.
Oh.
It's got to be the battery tong, right?
And the winner is a battery tong or battery installer lifter or something
Craig.
along that line. I would have accepted.
Good work, Craig.
Lots of you said about a is it for holding and what have it and clamping. It sort of does the same thing. But here it is, and they did do even older ones.
Yeah, it's almost like an icon.
They actually had a strap version. And there it is.
Yeah.
So you clamp your battery one end and the other end, and it's fully adjustable. And then as you pull the lever up, that creates tension, and you can carry your battery safely. So there you go. We actually have a winner. That was quite a good one, actually. Well, I try and make it quite difficult, so it keeps you guys thinking. So we have a winner, which is MC Engineering. There is my email, buddy boy. If you take a photograph or write it down or look at my about page or my banner, my email is there. You've got a choice to win a Micks Mowers pen, which is in black with Micks Mowers written on it. You've got a Micks Mowers keyring for opening up your beer. You've got a Micks Mowers keyring for putting on your keys. You've got a Micks Mowers bumper sticker, toolbox sticker, or whatever you want to stick it to.
Hey, Mick, that's Craig over in Arizona. He's got a great Instagram channel about CNC machining.
Okay, cool. No worries. Fantastic. That's what I like to hear. So there you go, buddy boy Craig. You are a winner. If it's your first time in winning, congratulations. So all you got to do is send me your address, buddy, please, and just put in the title of the email, I am a winner. Pete, stop spamming my chat. All you got to do is put in the email, I am a winner, and put your address down and what it is you want, and I will send you a bit of Micks Mowers cheap, tacky stuff within the next 3 months. And that'd be winging its way to you. No problem, Pete. No problem, buddy. There's the link to the chat if you want it, and there is also Craig's Instagram link, I believe, or what it is on Instagram. There it is. There. Feel free to hook him up. So that was quite good. I quite enjoyed that. I got rid of 20 minutes.
Hey, Mick, my kid's not back yet. Should I call the police?
Nah, give it another day or two.
Oh my God, going to Italy for the pizza.
How old are you?
21, just turned.
To be fair, I was out at 16 years old, so if you don't come back, you're on a bit of a winner there, baby.
Yeah, if I was 21 and my father asked me to go get him a pizza, I'd tell him to go pound sand,
Exactly that.
Change the locks.
Yeah. My old man said at the age of 16, I think it's time you left. Cheers, Pop. Cheers, Pop. Age of 16 years old, I was in a flint cottage on a farm on my own.
My parents just started charging me rent, so I was income for them.
You see, this is what happens. As soon as someone's guessed it, then we get the important people up, you see. Here he is.
My old man, he came home from pit one day, and I was 16.
There he is.
And he says, mate, don't you think about time you buggered off?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I had exactly the same conversation with my old man, funny enough. And the old man said, you'll find a suitcase up in the loft. He said, bring it back when you're done with it.
No, I got to carry it back.
Wife, Bruce, we want to say happy birthday.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday to Mrs. P.
Right. She just turned 60.
Happy birthday,
you should not have said that on air.
You should not have said that. No.
There's no secret.
So it's only a 10-year difference.
Bruce, I tell you,
It
you
don't
just
matter.
don't hold back, do you?
You do not.
Yeah, I'm robbing the
do
cradle.
not say a woman's age. You never do.
Well, I didn't say which way the difference went.
Yeah, well, that's a good point.
Did you get that paint from Fat Butter, mate?
Aye. Do what, mate?
Did you get that paint from Fat Butter?
Oh, Nick, how you doing, mate?
Oh yeah, Fat Buddha, that paint you wanted.
Not as yet. The Suffolk Punch is the Suffolk Punch is actually going to be in the shed all winter. I'm going to winterize it. It'll come out next year because we're getting towards the end of the season now. I'm going to struggle for footage initially. But what I find, I don't know about you guys, but what I generally find is just before Christmas, there's a little tiny rush where people say, I'm skint, got no money. Right, sell the mower.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but that's generally what I wait for. And I just buy them all up in my area for next to nothing because people are skint. And then I can do some winter projects. But I've got two ransom Marquises, a Suffolk Punch, and a really big hater here, which are going to be coming up quite soon. But I think the Punch may wait till next year now, as well as a few others. What do you think of that there, Bruce? What do you think of this old girl? Look at this one. Look, I picked that up just yesterday or day before. Look at that old little baby, 56 hater.
Right on.
That's a big one. You don't want to be lifting that up, Bruce. That weighs about 300 ton. That's well heavy.
What's the motor on that?
6.25 Briggs and Stratton overhead valve Intech, baby, Intech.
Okay.
Which are not actually my favourite engine at all. In fact, they're probably running par with Tecumseh. Yeah, it's all right.
I laughed heartily.
It's got a side drive, Bruce. So the pulley comes out the side of the engine, and you've not seen that before. You've not seen one of them?
Yes, I have.
Yep,
they're usually made by Murray.
Yeah, Briggs side drive and metal roller on the back, which is incorporated via a ratchet system. Funnily enough, I was actually on Gumtree just yesterday or day before. I was having a little mooch on there, see what was on there, and you never guess what I come across, Bruce. No, it might have gone now. Let's have a little look. Let me just punch this in here. Let's punch in lawnmower.
Hey, Bruce, everybody, I got a quick question about pizza. Quick question. I sent my kid out for pizza. I told her to get a pizza. I helped her with her alternator. As a little reward, it's to get me a pizza. It's been over an hour. She's doing errands with the pizza in the back.
She's probably down the pub getting smashed.
No, she's doing errands. I'm like, what is that?
That's what you think, Bruce. Look what I found. Look what I found on Gumtree for £30.
That's that's the spring start
one.
That's the spring start Briggs and Stratton Quantum.
It is, but do you want me to read you the advert? Okay.
Yeah, Bruce.
I have already applied for it. I have asked him if it's ready. It's up for £30 in a town over from me, and the ad reads. Please read entire advert. Husqvarna Auto Start self-propelled lawnmower Briggs and Stratton engine spares or repair. The engine works fine, but the clutch on the handle does not lock. So when you release the handle, the engine stops.
That's what it's supposed to happen.
Yeah, I was going to say
Don't tell everybody, right? Because it's only 30 quid.
45 now.
So I'm thinking, is this person not quite on this planet? And they put the handle in, lawnmower starts up, and then they let go of the handle and it gets out, and they put it in again and let go again. And so I'm thinking, if I can get it for £30, we're quids in.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they figure it's like an ignition key. Once you let go, it stays started.
Well, some people are just that way inclined. I see it come up, and I thought that'd be a really good video. What I was going to do,
they might not understand what it does.
Yeah, but for £30, I'm not going to tell them that.
If word to you, caution to you, Mick, is if if there is something wrong with it, it's going to cost you more than £30 to fix it.
But you say that, but I got spare Hondas here, Honda engines. I can take a Honda on it.
No, not that starter though. That's a $400 starter. That's crazy.
I thought he was Honest John, mate.
I am Honest John. Look, they're selling it, right? They're selling it.
Oh no, that's right.
So the woman who sold me this big hater, right? I'm not going to lie to you. These big haters in relatively good condition, and this is about 1982, 1984, somewhere in there. Without looking at the numbers, it's got the letters HP engraved on it, so I'm guessing it's used by a council, probably Horsham Council. At some point in its life, it's a big old cup, but these done up relatively well. These will fetch anywhere from £250, and I've seen them go for nearly £500. Okay,
really?
Yeah, honestly, Bruce, but they go for nearly as much money as the modern ones because of the side drive. There's nothing goes wrong on them as long as the side drive pulley works, and that's only held on by 2 roller pins. Right. And as long as the rear roller sprocket is working, the ratchet system, and you can buy them for like 20 quid. The drive very rarely fails. So you've now got a 22-inch lawnmower with a really strong drive, and it stripes absolutely fantastic. It will cut right down to bowling green standard. It's a serious bit of kit. So when she said, "Shut up," go on.
I bet you could paint it up from paint you get from Fat Buddy, you know. I told you about.
What
Fat
company?
Buddy.
All right.
Fat Buddy.
Yeah. Well, I've already got the sticker for it. I've already got that. There's my new hater sticker. I've got that. So I'm going to put a flappy disc to it. I'm going to paint it down. I'm going to use this, which is a smooth hammerite green, like a Land Rover green, effectively. Mm-hmm. I'm going to use that. So, well, we'll see. The woman said she had it up for X amount of pounds, which is still relatively cheap, not as much as I'd like to pay for a mower, but it is a big one. So I said to her, "Can I come over and at least check for compression and try and get just to fire? I want to make sure the engine is good before I pay for it. I'm not paying what you want for it just on a spares or repair sold as seen sort of advert. I want to make sure the engine is good."
It's an 82. Does it have points?
No. That's all coil, mate. That's all coil. No, it's all coil. So she said, yeah. She said, "Do whatever test you want to do." So I went over there, and it's got loads of compression, but I couldn't get it to spark. It wouldn't spark. Since then, I got it home, and you know me, I can't sleep unless I know what's going on.
You're working on it in the driveway.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I'm working on it in the back of the van. Didn't get out of there. And it turns out it was sparking. I just didn't see it in time. And all it was just a throttle cable was not choking the carburetor. That's all it was.
Wait till you're 64 and you try and see that spark.
I know.
You know, on the old points, they have a bigger, fatter spark, but on the newer ones, the spark is a little cleaner, and I'm having a hard time seeing that now. Sorry, I digress. But anyway, so I don't like paying for any mowers. So did you get yourself a good price?
Not as low as I would like, but people, it's a bit like Nike Air shoes. They know what they're worth, you know. So what I paid for it is way over what I would normally pay for it. But you're not going to find this mower anywhere close to under £50. Anywhere close.
Right.
Even sold as seen, non-running. You can get a second-hand engine for this for like 80-90 quid, fit it straight on, and still going to make £450-300 all day long.
All right.
Yeah.
They you know, around here, they're just not fussy enough about how their lawns look around here. They just want to cut.
Oh, no, not over here, mate.
I mean, look at the back. Look at the back screen on your StreamYard here, eh? Like how that's all beautifully striped. People around here do.
That's my garden, Bruce.
Yeah, but around here, people don't care about that. I have a riding tractor, and I try and if you don't know what a Zamboni is, but I try and cut my lawn like a Zamboni does in a rink, when they do the ice in an ice rink. And I try and make just the perfect design with and then you don't have to back up. And But most people don't care about that.
Well, I think it is just a British thing.
Yeah. Well, I probably am of British heritage, right?
Yeah. Oh well, that's why you pay particular attention to your lawn. But, I had a fella today drove 2.5 hours all the way to my house for a 14-inch Suffolk Punch with a Kawasaki engine on top today, a little 14-inch cylinder mower.
Yeah,
he drove 2.5 hours for that.
You must have a small yard.
Mick, what year is the web mower you are wanting for grant? I can't tell it off the top of my head, mate. I can email it to you, Nev. But I'll get the photograph to it. Hang on, let me get the photograph. They're pretty hard to come across, without a doubt. Let me find a picture to it, Nev. If ever you want to search, I've looked absolutely everywhere, and I just cannot find the bugger. There's a photograph. Let me load that up.
Did you get your pizza?
It's on the table, but I just wanted to show you my wife's Bruce Pender carburetor cleaning tray collection, complete with 30 years of built-up grease and grime and everything else. So,
yours is
really good. You can repair any carburetor.
You can do three at a time, Ken.
I'm telling
30
you,
years
Ken.
worth of grease.
Ken, you need to bow your head in shame.
Mine silver 30 years ago.
You could have actually food in mine. Mine's got food in it.
Mick, I got deep dish. I'm just teasing you with the thin ones. All right, I got deep dish too.
The reason why I started using one of those things is because when you drop that little tiny needle or a spring or something like that, it'll end up in that tray.
I thought it was
not if you're Conquer though. If you're Conquer, it'll go all over everywhere.
Yeah.
I just thought it was because Mrs. P was doing some pulled pork one day, and you just took it out of the kitchen and was eating it in the workshop.
Yeah. and she donated it. She donated it. So
let me get a picture. Here's a grass box, Nev. Let me show that grass box one more time. It's quite distinctive. It's got a little tiny window just on one side, and no window the other side, and two hooks here. Okay, so it's a bit like the Mountfield box. Okay,
right,
and it's got to have this wavy line across here as well.
Oh,
okay? It's got to have that. I just literally cannot find that grass box for love nor money. I cannot find it. It does not exist. You can. Go on.
Can I ask people for some help by any chance?
Only if you say it in Latin. That's Chinese, and you know it.
I don't know Latin, only Chinese.
Now, Ken, you know what happened with that mower? You hit your finger. Mind your fingers when you're chewing, baby. Mind your fingers.
Yeah. Make sure you still got 5 left.
Only way.
Oh.
What's up? What's up, Jeff?
Right.
What do you help with?
Riley saw me post on Facebook. I've got this chassis for a Qualcast Cultomatic Super.
Right.
I don't know if he's told you or not. I don't know. But I know it's due. Anyway, I'm after a pulley that fits on the Briggs and Stratton engine for the Qualcast Cultomatic Super. Any idea where I could get a pulley?
It fits on the Briggs and Stratton?
Yes, it fits a Briggs and Stratton engine, yes. Which are basically the same shaft, aren't they?
So are we talking cylinder mower here?
No, it's a rotavator. Cultivator.
Oh, okay.
It's called a Cultomatic. Qualcast Cultomatic Super.
Okay, so Qualcast will only be the sponsor.
Right.
So what you need to do is it actually a Briggs engine?
It is, yes.
Okay, so you're going to have to just take the numbers off of the engine, Jeff.
Done that.
Take the numbers off. Go onto Briggs Finder.
Done that.
Yeah. Look up the part, and then you got the part number.
I've got it. Yes. Not available.
Okay. Email me the part number over, Jeff.
Right.
All right. email it over, and I'll have a little look. Sometimes you're in the old Facebook group, aren't you, Jeff, for vintage mowers, aren't you?
Yes, and Tarrell.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry so much about Tarrell because that mainly is US.
Right.
Put a picture of your rotavator and the part you want, rototiller, the part you want on the group, and see what comes back.
Okay, mate.
Yeah, put it on there because somebody somewhere might have the exact same model on a scrap pile in their garden with the part.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was doing up my my ransom, I had problems with the 379 Amel carburetor. Couldn't get parts on money. You can buy about 4 parts original or a copy, sorry, out of a carburetor, but you can actually buy the carburetors now. I found 2 or 3 people on that Facebook group that were actually willing just to send me a complete carburetor.
I've got one, Mick. I've got one. I'm on carburetor.
Well, you want to keep hold of it because they're going anywhere between 80 to 120 pounds at the moment.
You're joking?
No, I'm not, mate. I'm deadly serious.
All right. No, I've got old Amel carburetor in my shed. Yeah.
Is it a 379?
Yeah. I couldn't tell you what it is, but I know it's an Amel.
Well, if it's a 379121 carburetor, which is the one off of here, look, it's this little puppy here.
379121.
This one here, look, this one here, Jeff. Hang on, let me get my camera. That one there, see it?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, I've still got the.
That's a strange looking thing.
Oh, it's not.
I still got the air filter as well. Yeah.
That's it.
Yes, exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing, mate, with the air filter. Yeah.
Well, that's the Amel 379121, and if you go onto eBay at the moment or anywhere like that, they are. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm on Pete, the 379. They're going anywhere. When I was looking for a carb for that, because they got the originals got little tiny brass float in them.
They have, yes.
And I put a screwdriver straight through mine. Which was don't do that. Thank the Lord for the editing button. I was not happy, and when I went online to find it, obviously couldn't find the actual float for it anymore. That's obsolete. They do a plastic one, but you can't buy that now. That's obsolete. So I was looking at 2 or 3 carburetors on eBay, and the first one went for about 50 odd quid. I missed that one. And the second one went for £80, and the third one was all nicely cleaned up, laid out in bits and what have you. It looked really nice. Went for over £120.
Right.
So
I got mine.
What did you do? What did you do, Mick?
Mine was over a 2-stroke.
Did you solder up the old one?
I've still got it, Bruce. I still got it, and I'm going to send it over at some point to Martin, hopefully. And get it rebrazed if I can.
Right.
But I was fortunate enough to find a gentleman on eBay. He was selling complete F12 sloper engines, non-runners. They had the exhaust, the carburetor, the pull cord assembly, the tank, and the complete engine. He was selling us about £150, which I didn't want. So I emailed him up. He was in Leicestershire. I emailed him up and I said, "Can I have a tank, the carburetor, and the exhaust for the price that you're asking for? To include postage." And he said, "Yeah, I'll break it down for you and send it over." So I got an original exhaust, original tank with tank filter and cap, which they're like rocking horse poop. Trying to get hold of them. And
I've got one of them. I've got a tank and an exhaust.
They're worth serious money because you can't get them. And I got the whole lot for about, I think I got £100 the whole lot, something like that, which gave me a spare carburetor workings. I got a spare exhaust, which is up here somewhere, over there in the background. Nice sort of silver exhaust. And they're worth like £40 just for an exhaust. It's absolutely crazy. It's ridiculous money.
Do you know that garden master I showed you about, Mick? That photo, the garden master.
Yeah.
Well, I had one previous to that called a land master, which is earlier than that, 1960 something.
Yeah.
And that had the same sort of carburetor on. the rings went on it. I couldn't get no rings. So what I did, stripped it all down. I kept all the carburetor, the tank, and everything. So it's still there. So waiting.
This one here, Jeff, and I've got another one. I've got another one in my shed. Well, I've actually got 3 now. But that's my one that I've done up, which is fully restored, despite the fact it's got bits and pieces over it. That's fully restored. But that one there, that was with a grass box, free to collector. It was free.
Really?
It was free. It doesn't run as of yet. But there you go. Fuel cap, 15 pounds. Fuel tank, 30 pounds. Pull cord assembly and shroud, 50 pounds. Exhaust, 50 pounds. Carburetor, 80 to 100 pounds. The blade, the cylinder itself, they're 200 pounds brand new. A good cylinder.
I have a pull cord for that.
£100 for a cylinder.
For yeah.
The clutch, the brake assembly, the handles, even the grips. These grips here, they're about 15 quid each. You know,
I've got the pull cord for that as well.
They're vintage. They're probably worth best part of around about. You can probably make about £500 in bits.
I don't want to sell them though, mate.
I understand that. I don't want to break it. I'm not into breaking stuff.
I'd rather give them away to people like you who makes good use of them. I don't sell them. I don't sell them.
You'd rather give it away to somebody that wants it instead of seeing it on eBay three days later.
Yeah, I do not sell things. I give it away to people who actually appreciate it.
You see, what I do is, and it's like this ransom I did up. I did it all up, and it's lovely, right? I love it. I can now say I've actually had a ransom Marquis, and it's pucker. But someone in Ireland has offered me a stupid amount of money for it, and offered to ship it over for at their own cost. And the money that they've offered is more than double what it cost me to do it up.
I know money's not everything, Mick, is it?
It's not. But look, I've got another one here. I've got another one in my shed. So for me, I can't have 15 ransom Marquises in my lawn. You know,
no,
it becomes a bit silly. But what I would rather do, and the way I see it, is this one I did up, I got for nothing. It cost me X amount of pounds to get it up and running as is.
Right.
Someone's now going to offer me a stupid amount of money to buy it, but they're going to use it because their granddad had one exactly the same, and they want to relive that memory. So for me, if I sell it for good money,
it's going to a good home.
Exactly
it's the same thing but third party, isn't it?
Exactly that. And if I make £200 or £300, £400 on that mower, that money is only ever going to go back into the channel to buy more mowers, to upgrade the shed, or to do whatever to give more content. So I'm always giving back.
Right.
I'm not in the game. I cannot be. Take the stupid money. Exactly. Take the stupid money. Well, it's not stupid money. It's the right money. It's the right money.
Things are only worth what people are prepared to pay for me.
Look what people pay for restored cars. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I had a gentleman. He may be watching. I had a gentleman contact me. He too has a ransom. I think it's an 18-inch ransom, and he's contacting me, and he would like me to do a paint job to paint it up for him the same condition as my one. But I have said to him, as much as I would like to do it, to get a ransom Marquis, strip it down, sand it, prime it, paint it, lacquer it, put it back together, paint all the nuts up nice and silver so it all looks nice. You're talking. I wouldn't even like to put an estimated number of hours, of man hours on that, on how long it would take me to strip a ransom Marquis down and do it start to finish, because I think I did about 6 or 7 videos on my restore. Each video is about 45 minutes real time for you guys to watch that video.
Right. Yeah,
I'm telling you, it took me an hour.
4 hours.
Yeah, exactly, Bruce. It took me an hour and 45 minutes just to get the bed cutter off.
Yeah,
right.
And
You'll
that's
never get your time back.
No, I said to him, well, this is roughly roughly what I would expect man hours for me to do at this amount of labour costs. I've got to charge labour for it.
Yeah,
and I've not heard from him since.
I tell you, sometimes around here, even body shops will take on small jobs like that.
Because it's worth their time in labour, Ken. That's why.
Time and labour. And
the thing is though, is that a garage, they just get impact guns, whop, undo them, and things start snapping, and you can't buy the nuts and bolts for these babies no more. You can't get them.
No.
You know,
that Suffolk Super Culture I sent you a picture of, Mick.
Yeah.
That took me about 3 weeks, really.
Yeah, there you go.
3 weeks, every day.
And is it fair to say a Suffolk Super Bolt is not as overly engineered as a Ransom Marquis?
No, it's not.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. A Ransom Marquis is overly engineered in comparison to an Iron Foundry engine or what have you. There's just so much work involved in doing a restore, and you're never ever going to make your money back.
Even the nuts and bolts on a Ransom Marquis, even the nuts and bolts, and individually made.
Yeah.
Well, you know that I hate to say this, but you know that limited edition Tecumseh that you helped.
He just said Tecumseh. He just said Tecumseh.
but the C clips, the C clips that held the drive in, the ratchet drive, were 40% thicker than the one that I was stealing parts off of to make it go. You know, my hand was just shaking to get those C clips open versus the other one. Yeah, exactly. So it does pay when you get a good machine that's well designed and well engineered. You think it's a little heavy, and you start looking at it, and there's a reason. It's well made, and you really enjoy that. That Kohler 10 horse K241, Ken.
Yep.
The one video I did on it, it was bouncing all over my Pender lift. Right now, I bolted it down. I got a battery for it. I've got electric starts with push buttons instead of using the cables on the starter. I've got a little what are those things called? The relay for starting it.
Solenoid.
I got a solenoid on it now. I just touch a little key and away it goes.
Those are the smoothest running engines. I love those.
Once you get them going and get them running right, I tell you, that thing just sits there and purrs.
That was the first engine I ever rebuilt, K241.
Is that right? Now I'm going to take it all apart again. I'm taking everything else off of it, and I'm going to paint it that nice soft sky blue that it came in, and maybe with white lettering or whatever. I'm not sure yet, but
what was it off? Did it power anything?
I think it was off of a small tractor. I think it was given to me by my Speedo. That new. Yeah.
If you look up the model and spec number, if you go on the Kohler website, the spec number will tell you who exactly it was built for.
Now the problem I'm having, as you know, it's a 1 1/8 inch shaft instead of a 1 inch shaft, which really limits the use.
So you take an angle grinder, you put it at 2,000 RPM, and you go da 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 da.
Take it down to an inch. I had thought of that.
You can't do that. Oh my Lord! Can you imagine?
I would do that. I would do that.
Bruce, you can do it. Please do not video it, because they will absolutely crucify you.
I won't. I won't. Well, I won't have my coat on because it'll be part of the machine.
Oh Lord. I know that.
When you do a video like that, because I did one on a snowblower where I shrunk the shaft down, and you get 50% of your videos are like, "Way to go, guy," and the other 50% are like, "What the heck are you doing?" So,
like Carol says, it ain't the space shuttle.
That's right.
I get it. I was watching a video probably about 2 months ago. Martin Butler from Retro Resource did a video on a rototiller. I think I had a little 2 horsepower Quocast rototiller. And the front, I think the forwards pulley was too wide, too thick in diameter. So yeah, he just fired it up. He put it at full throttle. He got his flappy disc out, and he just set to work on it, and he got a new keyway in, he got a new pulley on it, and it fitted beautifully. Okay, it was a good job, you know. Ah, my lord, the comments he got, you can't do things like that, you're affecting the RPM and blah 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 blah. Do you know what? It's a rototiller. It's designed to dig the ground. It ain't gonna be for Formula One.
Those farmer fixes. If you're a farmer and you're on the farm, something needs to be done, you fix it.
That's right.
Chris Hale says,
I come from farm. I live in farmland, right?
No, Bruce. Do you know what? If it does the job and gets you out of a fix, right? Okay, it's done. Now, what if, right? What if, right, Bruce? You were walking down the road and you got your smartphone in your hand, right? You're walking down the road and there's a little boy falling down a cliff or something like that, and you managed to go and get your rototiller and you took a video of you grinding down the shaft to put a decent pulley on it so you could then winch this boy up this cliff to save his life. You would be a hero, right? There'd be no, you can't do that. You can't do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's just people are just.
The reason why I'd like to take it to a 1-inch shaft, I'll just digress a little bit, is so I can put on a general, like a really good pump. Like we're talking 7 gallons a minute at 3,000 pounds, like a good pump, not something wimpy that not a wimpy one.
Exactly, Bruce. To me, at the moment, the shaft you have on it is not practical. So therefore, that machine's going to sit in your shop and do nothing other than tick over. But
like your what's that fancy mower you got there? I can get the crankshaft, and it's like $400 just to get the 1-inch output crankshaft, right?
Yeah, we don't.
Past the value. That's past the value of the engine for me.
Exactly that. Set it to work and make it do something. Chris Hale has said the parts for the old mowers are hard to get. He's currently doing a Dennis, which is an old British mower for those who don't know. Dennis 36-inch, that's a big boy. And he can't get the parts. I saw on Facebook an old Dennis that was it was a scrapper, and then bugger me, I saw it on the Facebook vintage group, and someone had got it going, and it was just slung in the corner of someone's garage, and I mean it was falling to bits, and within about 3 days, someone had it up and running. Absolutely fantastic. It's what it is. You got to try and keep these things running. I don't like to get mowers in just to part them out. I'm not into that. But there's so many people that are. They will have a yard full of his ransoms and they just break them down and they're making money all day long. Who's that down there? Oh, hello. Are you not wearing your jumper today, then? No, I don't want to be seeing them. You're not got your jumper on today, then? You have got your jumper. Right, okay. Well, up you coming, Conk. There he is.
Buongiorno, girls. How are you? I was just about to put my top on.
Oh, you got it again.
Here we go. Hey, where have you been, Mick, this week? You've been a bit quiet, boy.
No, I've been busy, mate. I've had hang on, let me just put your brother down near you. Hang on 2 seconds. That's better.
Hi, bro.
I've had a bit of work done in the house this week. We've had new sliding doors fitted in the house and bits and pieces. So yeah, I can't do it all. I've been around. I've been watching.
Is that our buddy?
Yeah.
I can't get.
Who put 10p in you? So yeah, I've had a bit of house. I've had a bit of housework to do. New sliding doors and bits and pieces. And Riley Boy's not been particularly well. A little bit on edge, a little bit of a temperature going on, and what have you. So we've been watching him, like a hawk. So yeah, I've not been as busy as I normally would, but I've been watching a few films. I watched Bruce muck about with a lawnmower just the other day. I watched that. In fact, I caught 2. I was behind on one, and then Bruce released another video about an hour after I watched that one. So I had 2 to watch. So that kept me. I'm
actually starting to get caught up. I've got one video left where those compressors are out of the picture.
I know.
Bruce, you wouldn't want to see any of my videos because all you'd see would be me getting dirty, losing spanners, losing washers, and I had a bit of a problem last night. I have to be honest with you. Chap brought
Is it personal?
I was going to say urination, Phil.
Or how did you know?
I'm over 52, so I know what that's like.
Chap brought in a generator, one of those suitcase generators, you know? It took me about an hour to get the damn thing open. I had to drill every screw out. See that there?
Yeah.
Everyone.
Hey, Phil, one question for you, Phil. One quick question. Is that the Saturday shirt?
Just got a bit of a spot here, I think. Anyway.
Neil, your comment about a GoPro 5, Neil. Yes, I used to have a GoPro 5 Silver, mate. Works brilliantly for YouTube videos. Yeah, brilliant. Go on, Phil. Sorry, buddy.
Where did I get to?
Don't know. I sort of fell asleep.
You had to drill out all the screws.
Oh yeah, suitcase generator.
Anyway, this thing was hunted. I fixed it, no problem. I checked the oil level, right? It had about 16 gallons of oil in there instead of a pint.
Well, that's
so
enough.
I drained it out. At that point, right, I thought I just started up to make sure that everything was okay.
Okay.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but when you start up a little generator like that, or probably any other mower, without the filler cap in there,
sure
you get
out,
crankcase pressure. Honest to God,
Phil, tell me you didn't.
It sprays like spray paint.
I was covered in oil. Honest, Nick.
Which
glasses.
I've never done it.
But out my glasses. I had a good shirt on, ruined a good shirt. So
was that a Friday shirt?
It must have just like it struck oil.
A Saturday shirt. So anyway, I thought I better go tell Annie because I'm covered in oil, which is a bit caustic.
Annie
she was in bed, she was asleep. Guess what she said when I said, Annie, I've got a bit of a problem covered in oil.
Go on.
Stay there.
I'm asleep. Go away.
As I've previously said, Phil, sometimes it baffles me how you even manage to get changed in the morning. Let alone work.
Maybe he doesn't.
I don't know where the shirt is. She's brought it in. Honest to God, my shirt is completely. I was plastered. Everything behind me, in front of me, with oil.
And a note line of you on the wall.
Mick, remember, Mick, today is color coded. A red spot on the trousers, a red spot on the shirt, and they match. They fix them.
Well, I've never done it, but I've heard when that happens, it comes out like spray paint all over the entire garage or shop or shit. I've never done it.
What I'm wondering is that Phil, you sent me photographs, Phil, of your Kubota lawnmower.
Yes.
I think. Yeah, I've already done that, mate. Which I think you're now stripping out, aren't you? I think
it's completely stripped out now, mate.
Yeah, but you're not continuing, are you? You're scrapping it, aren't you? You're
yeah, gonna have to. There's too many issues with it.
So how come you sent me pictures of your scrapping out lawnmower, but you didn't send me any pictures of your workshop when it was covered in oil or of you covered in oil?
It's called embarrassment.
You were good enough to confess. You're good enough to confess to us.
Hang on a second. Just pop me down and go and get me shirt to show you. Hang on.
Every single time Phil hits that every time he hits that add to stream, it's an embarrassment. I don't even know.
Same kind of story though. That's how I discovered there are coils with internal resistors and external resistors. I had my 1955 Chevrolet. I didn't have a good ballast resistor, and I'm driving. I hear boom. And what the heck is that? The car shut off. I open up the hood, oil everywhere from the coil.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I discovered that.
Hey, I know, and they were filled with PCP, eh?
Yeah,
PCB, yeah. Back in the day,
I can just imagine. I can just see
Phil.
I can just see Phil pulling that pull cord. Yeah. And just being, and he's already got the lawnmower or whatever locked off with the old clip, isn't he? He's already got that because he's already he's pulled it and he's got nowhere to run.
Those little suitcase generators on a good day are hard to work on.
And it just fires up, and it's got you.
There's a question there. Does Top Conker have a YouTube channel? No, he doesn't have a YouTube channel for a good reason. Partly because he never gets nothing done at the best of times. Mick, I see you doing the doorbell. Yeah, I did a doorbell. Yeah, definitely did it was from a little Riley boy because his additional needs. If someone knocks on that door, we have to lock it. You see, but he's not silly because he can do the locks a little bit.
Yeah, Kimberly can walk right out too.
Yeah, exactly that, Bruce. You know, if anyone just said, Riley, come on, get in the car, he'd go. And that'd be the last to see of him. So the idea is number one, we have to give him, same as Kimberly, Bruce, you have to give them some independence. They have to learn to get through life with some independence, you know, whether it be cutting their own sandwich, making their breakfast, or whatever. There has to be some form of independence. You have to give them. It's their right to have it, you know. But at the same time, you have to protect. So the idea is.
A question, Mick.
Yeah, go on.
What condition is it? What Riley boy's got?
The Riley boy's got Smith-Magenis syndrome, SMS for short, SMS, which is a deletion of a micro deletion of chromosome 17 on the short arm. So it's genetic, which manifests in reverse sleep. So he's more tired during the day as he is tonight. He goes to bed at 6. He'll be awake without medication. He'll be awake in 2 hours. And that's when his day starts. He'll be awake all night. And normally he's on YouTube watching Bruce or watching Terrell, and he's line dancing, and he dances like a little rhino in his bedroom about 2:30 in the morning. Comes through this evening.
On you, though, Mick.
Well, it's a cards I've dealt, and it's a cards I'm willing to play, and it's my life, my son, and I love him, and it's what it is. You learn to go with it. You know, hard initially, but we get a little bit of help. The problem is there's not enough known about it, so therefore, when you get hold of charities like there's a charity that cater for severe aggressive syndrome, and I mean top syndromes that are massively aggressive, that do respite and what have you. Those charities are now saying to us as a charity, we are not geared up to deal with your child. We can't cope with your child, because instead of it being one-on-one or 2-on-1 care, some of his children require 4-on-1 care. So
are you a charity, mate?
Like 4 adults.
Have you set up a charity for Riley?
I'm actually a trustee with the charity. Yeah, well, I'm actually a trustee on the board. Yeah.
What charity is that, mate?
The Smith-Magenis UK Foundation.
Hang on, write it down.
The adults in particular, it's really tough, Bruce. The adults, it's really, really hard. I mean, mega aggression. Smith-Magenis Syndrome UK Foundation. One of the families I know, I can't go into details because of GDPR and data protection. One of the kiddies, they actually had to have their child arrested last year and taken into emergency care because he was literally beating his mum and dad up every single day. Every single day he was beating them black and blue. And for little things like burning the toast.
I'm going to send a donation, mate.
If you send a donation, just send a donation and just put courtesy of Micks Mowers. So just so I can see it, and then they'll send you out a little tiny gift to say thank you very much indeed. There you go. Yoto's just put in Smith-Magenis UK Foundation. It is there, mate.
Nick, if I can interrupt, when Kimberly was about 12 to 14 years old, she was extremely violent, and it was to the point where my wife and I would have to tackle her at each end of her body and hold her down until she got through it. And now you've seen how happy she is now. She comes in here and sits down and does a shy little wave, and then she goes away again. That's how much things have improved. And she could not go. She couldn't go to school to a regular school. Yeah. And it was a long haul. Now the problem is we're getting older. What do we do in the next 25 years?
Yeah, no, you're exactly right, Bruce. And unfortunately for you, is you were at the you are the older generation, so therefore you have missed all this wonderful stuff come through via the internet and support.
Right.
And when your child gets to 18 years old, they turn the tap off.
Right.
The support disappears.
The age of majority. That's what
without a doubt.
My son's 30, Mick, and he suffers from paranoid schizophrenia.
Okay.
And he's been in a home now for the past 15 years. He'll never get out, and I'm not allowed to see him. I'm not allowed to see him. That's my son.
That's got to be one of the hardest things to even contend with. The only thing I can say to you, Jeff, is he's probably getting the best support he could ever have.
He is,
despite the fact the care that you try to give him, the care he's now receiving is 10 times more than what you could ever provide.
Probably my care wasn't good enough, Mick.
Exactly. I think 110% it wasn't, Jeff. It wasn't. That's why he is where he is now. And he's getting the care that he needs. That there's been cases of children or young teens with the same syndrome as Riley, walking around the street at 2:30 in the morning because they got out of the care facility, and when the police arrived, the child spat in their face, and they arrested this young girl. She was 14. Arrested her, cuffed her, put a spit guard over her, and chucked her in a cell because they thought she was over 18 and didn't know she had a syndrome. Thought she was drunk.
They did the same thing to my son. He got out of his home once and walking around the streets, and he was picked up at 2:00 in the morning. The police picked him up, and he actually punched the police officer because he thought my son thought
he was being attacked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody else, yeah.
And
exactly.
He got locked up for 2 or 3 days for that. And they rang me up. They rang me up and asked me about it, and I said, "Look, he belongs in a care home," and I gave him the address of the care home and what was wrong with him. And they said to me, these are actual words they said to me: "Can you not look after your son better than this?"
Yeah, I would have probably got arrested myself that night.
Yeah,
me too.
If that was on the phone, if the guy came to my house and said that to me,
it'd
been lying on the floor.
Yeah, he would have been educated Micks Mowers style.
Yes, and Jeff style too.
It's the crazy world we live in, But like I say, for you guys,
I'm an ex-miner, Mick. I'm an ex-miner.
Yeah,
and we deal with things in house. We always have dealt with things in house. And if the policeman come up to me and said, "You can't deal with things in your house," then he would have got like a baseball bat or a face full of something. It's so hard, Nick. It really is so hard.
No. Trust me, I deal with cases on a regular basis. And I'm not just talking about in the UK. I'm talking about people in Canada, all over the world, everywhere. Because this charity has now gone global, and we're now linked to other charities across the world. And we're hearing stories that the parents can't look after the kids, not through their own fault, but they physically cannot meet the demand. And what happens generally is that the children are put into emergency caring. They go into emergency care, and then the care home ring up and say, we can't cope with it.
They can't do it. They're not equipped.
And they're 5 on 1, and the parent is 78 years old, and they're just about scraping through, So we're in a vicious little circle. The only thing I'll say to you, Jeff, and to you, Bruce, and people who are in the same boat is you just got to lean on your friends and try and find there is support out there. And the best support you can have is doing what we're doing now, and is just talking about it. It gets it off the chest, and it just starts your next day over. I don't want any sympathy for Riley boy. He's a gorgeous little boy who I love dearly.
It's lovely.
I went to a house.
I love it to bits, Mick. I love it to bits. It's great.
I went to a house just the other week to repair 2 chainsaws and a strimmer, and this gentleman is actually a celebrity. He's actually one of the lead singers for E17, the band group. I'm not familiar really, but anyway, he's a celebrity. I took a little riding ball with me. He was there with his Micks Mowers t-shirt on, little blonde hair, you know, giving it all that, and he thought he was great. I said, you meet him on a bad day, he'll smash your house. He'll absolutely trash your house to pieces. He'll raise it to the ground. You know, he's like, no, he can't do that. I said, look, mate, I struggle, and like Bruce was saying, sometimes I have to fully restrain him, and I mean grab him, put him in a bear hug, and take him to the ground.
Yeah.
But it's well. Anyway, I've got who's down here?
Sorry, mate.
Let me come. No, honestly, Jeff, you're in the right place, and you will never find anyone in this chat that will ridicule you or not show you other than praise and support. Because if anyone in this chat dares to defy me and say anything about children with additional needs, you'll be long gone. But I guarantee you, Jeff, there is a high percentage of people, probably about 70% of people in this chat here, all have a member of their family with some form of disability, whether it be alcoholism, whether it be a form of genetic syndrome, or whether it be any other type of syndrome or illness. We are all going through it one way or the other. So if ever you want to talk, this is the best place for it, and I fully support anyone to come up on this panel and talk about their kids, loved ones, or what have it if they're struggling, because that's what the Micks Mowers show is all about.
Yes, sir.
Exactly that.
You're a strong man, my friend. You're a strong man.
Take your time, Jeff. We're all here. We're all here, mate. Yeah, chin up, Jeff. They're all. Someone give Jeff some love, will you? Someone give Jeff some love. Show him some love in the chat. That's what a man needs. It's probably,
sorry, mate. I ain't going to give you a kiss, though. There's limits.
It's
all right.
I dare say, Jeff, that's been building for about the best part of about 2 or 3 years or something like that over time. And this is probably your 3rd time you've appeared on this panel. And all of a sudden, it's just gone bang, and you've let it all out. So we've got, bless you, Jeff. You're not alone. We are your family. Respect to you guys. Chin up, Jeff. Big support to all of you. My wife is ill, but every time she sees Riley Boy, she smiles. Spot on, Mick. I meant it. There's the love and affection, Jeff. That's what it's all about. To talk about it. There's a problem shared. There's a problem halved. Exactly that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're all there, Jeff. We're all going through it, mate. I live it every day. I mean, there's certain things I can discuss, and Bruce, as you know, I hold you very close to my heart. Not just because you fix mowers, but we exchange emails, stuff that I won't divulge on here at any cost. But there are lots of people on here that live the same life every day, and some have it worse than what we do. You know, you think we got it bad. There's other people that, you know what I mean. You look at some people where we're talking about the other day, Bruce. That young lad you did a charity do for.
Yes.
You know, that little boy. How do you swallow that pill? How do you swallow that pill?
Yeah.
You know, Jeff, love you. Prayers have been sent. You're great people. Riley Boy is wonderful. I can read or write, but one thing I cannot do. It's just lots of love. You are not alone, Jeff. There you go, mate. It's all love and support there. There you go. Anyway,
thank you. Thank you, everybody.
You're welcome, Jeff. And I will not come away from a subject. If you want to talk about it any further, or if you want to bring it up next week, if you want to have a live stream to talk about designating things like that, no, I can do that as well. But just to lighten the mood slightly, it looks like somebody has got a change of a tire on. Sorry,
he changed the tire.
I saw.
I conquered.
I conquered. Absolutely lovely. And where did you get that from, Conker?
Some guy called Mick.
Did you get that from Micks Mowers?
No, he certainly did, my friend. Hey, by the way, where's your necklace?
Hey? Oh yeah.
Where's your necklace?
Yeah, it's here. Bear with, it's here.
Yeah, see you.
Hang on. I've had a bit of a tidy up.
Hey, Jeff, man, you're a top man. I'll tell you, you're a top man.
So Conker sent me a spark plug, a spark plug necklace, and it's a bloody torch plug. And and I'm not even joking, but you see this on one of my videos. I actually, this is brand new. It's never been used. I actually tested this with a multimeter.
And it was no good. Yeah, it was no good.
Listen, this is what Mrs. H. She's just put my T-shirt from last night, which I have to say was not a cheap one. It was quite a good one. After my little experiment with crankcase pressure in oil, this is the state now of extremely
not the pink shirt. Oh, Phil. Oh, come on. Not the pink shirt.
Did she put that in the... Ken, that's not pink, that's salmon. Salmon, mate.
Tomato, it's pink.
Who's the state of it? I was inside that last night.
Did that go through the washer?
That's been through the washing machine.
Oh, now you got to clean the washer.
Now we got now we got all the sheets stinking of oil.
Yeah.
There's a comment there from Chris B, and he's absolutely bang on the money. Us blokes sometimes are not good at talking about our struggles. Do you know what? I can go one step further than that. Us blokes are absolutely fucking useless at it. Is what I would say.
Mick, I've not spoke about it for 6.
Look, you have to understand, Jeff. You have to understand. Predominantly, let me try and put it in a term that everybody who is particularly male in this live stream can appreciate. Okay. If you go in the kitchen and your wife, girlfriend, partner says to you, the kettle ain't working, what do? You go and get a new fuse, you get your screwdriver out, you put it in, you test it, whatever. If not, you go and buy a kettle, right? You fix it. Your boy turns up and he says, Dad, I've got a puncture in my bike, right? You put it in the shed, you might even show him how to do it. You fix his puncture, you get it on the go, right? What happens when you have a child or a loved one or a member of the family that has a disability or something that is not quite within the normal consensus, and you don't have the correct tools in your toolbox to fix it?
Yeah.
You try and do a makeover. You try and reach out and you try and make things better, or you put a big fat plaster on it so it covers it, or that sort of thing, you know. But when you soon find out you don't have the tools to cope with this issue or to fix this issue, you go within yourself. You think it's your fault. You start blaming yourself. You start taking the blame onto you. Go on, Bruce. Where you go?
I'm listening, buddy. You're on the track.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you start to feel as a man as if you failed, as if you failed.
It's your fault. It's your
exactly
fault.
that. So I'll tell you what I did. Right, Jeff. What I did, I felt exactly the same. So I started up a little group called Dads Living with SMS. It's a WhatsApp group, and only dads who have children or adults with this syndrome can join this. And they have to go through the charity first to show the paperwork, so it's all above board. And I started it about 3 years ago, and I only had 1 or 2 members. Now there's over 60 members in there, all over the world: Pakistan, India, China, Canada, America, you name it, they're in there. Athens, Greece, Turkey, they're all in there. And I recently did a fundraising job where I think 2-3 years ago, I climbed Ben Nevis, Scarfield Pike and Snowdonia in 24 hours. We raised about £17,000 for charity, but it was just SMS dads only. No mums were allowed, no children were allowed. And these dads come from all over the UK and Ireland. We met up at Wrexham and drove up to Glen Nevis. And for the 3 days that we were together, initially the dads kept themselves to themselves, but after about 8 hours in a transit van and minibus, there's only so much ignoring you can do. And after we got through the first couple of hurdles, had a couple of jars, dads were talking about how their children were smearing excrement up the wall, how their child was headbutting walls, how their child was smashing up supermarkets, and how their child was getting suspended from school. And despite the amount of money that was raised for the charity, I now have this wee band of brothers, 14 or 15 dads, that their lives have been completely changed because they've now met another dad who lives on the other side of the UK, who they can now text, ring, video chat, meet up for a pint, and just talk about either their kids or just get something off their chest. Men predominantly are fixers. We are mechanics. We are genetically made to fix stuff. And when you can't fix it, you feel crap and you feel like you have failed. And the biggest thing you can do is to turn a dad or a husband or a stepdad or a foster dad, if you can turn them round to become a proactive person, this failure lifts. It just lifts. It disappears. And you find yourself searching for avenues and trying to help other people out, like we're doing now, just by talking about syndromes and disabilities and what have you. Just by talking about it, we've broken a man down into tears here. And by tomorrow morning, some of that pressure, Jeff, is just gonna lift. It's gonna
be gone.
Yeah, just lift. Yep. And you'll have a better day tomorrow, Jeff. You'll have a much better day tomorrow. Well, until you watch one of my videos. You'll have a much better day tomorrow. And hopefully by talking about it, there's a few other blokes in the chat. I've got a few weepy eyes thinking, yeah, Christ, that's me. But that's what it's about. It's not just about Micks Mowers and repairing lawnmowers and taking the piss out of Conker. It's about sharing life experiences and putting together when it matters. That's what it's about.
Yeah, I went and got, this is related. I went and got some parts for that Kohler yesterday from a friend of mine's place. And he's a collector. He's got lots of stuff. But anyway, I got a air filter and a muffler and a blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. It's not important. But he said, this is therapy for you. And so the small engines are just, it's an activity, but it's also therapy for my head when I do all of these things. Yeah, just therapy. And I don't even know what therapy means, but what it is that it gets you away, but keeps you involved, and you have a circle of friends that support you, and it's all part of the big picture to me. Sorry, keep in mind. I hope I didn't interrupt you, Nick.
No. I'm happy for people.
Keep the brain going. Keep the brain going.
You're right. You've been through a lot. Ken's been through a lot. We've all been through a lot.
It's all about acceptance. Get rid of the denial. It's acceptance. How are you going to deal with it? I deal with it with working on stuff, and it's just my relief. I love it.
Okay, so I'll tell you a little story, right? And this is one of my story is double-edged. The main reason, or one of the main reasons, I started doing what I do in the shack is because of this man just here. That man there, okay. He was my inspiration, okay, into doing what I do. But there's a reason why I have lines on the background of my things. But no, there's a reason, and that's purely because about 6-7 years ago, before I had a YouTube channel, I was cutting my grass, and I got down to roughly where the shack is now. I had lovely lines. And all of a sudden, I noticed that one of my lines had gone right off to the wonk. Okay, it had gone off. And I just collapsed on the floor and started crying like an absolute big girl. Okay. And I couldn't figure out what had happened. Why am I crying over the line in my lawn? Okay.
It's not the line.
It ain't the line. It ain't the line. It was purely acceptance that there is something going on with my child that I could not fix. Okay. Yes. And because I was mowing the lawn at the time, then became my inspiration to run Micks Mowers channel. And the man up the top right-hand corner here was my inspiration, who I now try and copy and follow and be the best that I can. But that's the reason why I run this channel. And that's why Riley Boy, you see him come in from time to time. I'm teaching him life skills. Despite what you see on the camera, he's learning to not be around grinders. He's learning about compressors. He's learning about engines, how to start stops.
Absolutely great. You know what? I've seen you now, Mick. I've seen you say to Riley, "Go get that ratchet," and he goes and gets that freaking 3/8 ratchet and brings it back to you. I mean, that's incredible. That's absolutely incredible.
In 20 years,
the most, Mick?
Say again, mate.
What hurt me the most is my ex-wife blaming me for it.
Oh, yeah.
That's just stupidity.
Yes. Right. With all of the problems, I'm so lucky.
Say that again, Jeff. I missed that. Sorry. Say it again. I missed that.
His ex-wife is blaming him for it.
Yeah.
Well, but that is part of the understanding of the whole situation. How can you be blamed for something along that line? If you look at the up to date literature, it will tell you exactly who's to blame, and it doesn't point to anybody. But how do you think I felt when Mrs. P said to me? Yeah, okay, Jeff. I'll tell you what, Jeff. I'll pop you down there, mate. So you're out of the way. You just stay there, mate. You just sit. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You pop down there, mate. I'll pop you down. Just you stay there, buddy boy.
Just take a minute.
Yeah, Mick, let me just say one thing, Mick. It's whatever happens in our lives, and I'm not religious by any means, but it's God's will. It's whatever it is, you deal with it. You make friends, you make relations, and you set up your support network. I have a huge support network right now that I couldn't do without, and I love every one of them. And it is what it is. You deal with it.
Exactly that. How do you think I felt when Mrs. P said to me, because Riley Boy's got this genetic syndrome, we have to get our kids tested as well, because there could be a genetic path to pass this on. And then also, me and Mrs. P were also going to get tested to see if we had passed it down without knowing. How do you think that makes you feel when you're sat there, you've had your blood test, and you're now waiting for your results to see whether or not you had passed this on to your child or your wife? How do you think that makes you feel? Now, I was praying that it would be me. I was praying it would be me.
That's so good.
Because that's what us men do. We would have took that on the chin, bottled that up, and we'd let that go. Probably one night down the pub and someone called me a name and he would have had to have had it. But it turned up that actually I hadn't passed it on, neither had Mrs. P. It's just one of them little tiny things in nature that just when two people get together, you have an A and a Z, and they come together, and they form your child, and they copy over a bit of your DNA and a bit of theirs. And just when it was copied over, Riley Boy just didn't take that little tiny piece off of somebody. It's just not there. So
it is what it effing is.
Oh, definitely. I thanked my lucky stars when the geneticists come back and said that neither one of you are to blame, and neither one of your kids has it either, has a deletion. But that's not to say that if they have kids later on down the line, that they may have a child with Smith McGuinness, and if they do, it's completely unrelated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just one in 125,000 chance of this happening to somebody.
You know, when we discovered my daughter was autistic, and severely autistic, back then, that was 38 years, no, 30, she's 38, so that was 33 years ago when they discovered this. It was only like one child in 2000 was autistic. Well, look at now what science has done, and there's probably like 2 kids out of 100 that are autistic now, like because they've learned what the spectrum is and how many people it affects. So look at how many people actually now have an explanation for what they're going through, where back then you just had this child with needs and you had no answers.
So do you want me to throw a little spanner in your works?
Sure.
Because
I know. I got something. When my daughter got diagnosed and we found out she had stage 4 cancer, she was 17 years old. And they found out at the time, though, ironically, she had a condition called situs inversus totalis. And I don't know if you guys know what that means, but
situs totalis
is when every one of your internal organs is reversed. Now, it happened to one of the 3 Musketeers, D'Artagnan, when he got a sword in his heart. He didn't die. Well, he didn't die because his heart was over here.
Oh,
and it's a condition that's 1 in 10,000 for situs inversus, which is major organs, and 1 in about 100,000 for situs inversus totalis. But that means she has to have a tattoo or a bracelet telling them that, because if they go to shock her with a defib, they'll kill her. So the things you learn because of something else, And she had never had an X-ray or anything in her whole life. All of a sudden, we find out that it was ironic. The guy comes back home, we got good news and bad news. Well, what's the good news? Well, she's a rarity. She has sinus inversus. What's the bad news? She has stage 4 cancer. We're like, But hey, it was for the better, and just knock wood. Survived 8 years already, 9 years, and just
look what you've learned about yourself and about.
Hell yeah! I know of a young lad, Bruce, that he lives just in the town next over. Funnily enough, and he's a lovely young man, 18 years old, diagnosed pretty much from birth with autism. He's on the spectrum at the high end. And I got a phone call from our chairperson up in Scotland who runs a charity saying, "Do you know this particular town?" So, yeah, it's just 2 minutes down the road. Got a young man there being diagnosed today. Okay, so a bit sort of careful, tread on eggshells. I said, "How old is he?" 19. Really? Okay. So as it turns out, me and Mrs. P were actually at church one day. We went for, I think it was my niece's first Holy Communion. So there's me all in a suit. Young lad in the corner, about 19 years old, and he was displaying the same symptoms that Riley boy does. Exactly. The little hands in the mouth thing, or what Riley does? Exactly the same. So Mrs. P said, "He's got Smith McGuinness." She said, "Go and ask his old man." I was like, "You're off your head, girl. You think I'm going over there to ask him if he's got Smith McGuinness? You must be joking." Anyway, cut long story short, 2 weeks later, get a phone call to say this family had been diagnosed. And they reckon that 80% of autistic children who are on the spectrum don't actually have autism. They actually have Smith McGuinness syndrome, and it's not detected until they have a genetic test done. So they reckon it's not one in 125,000. They reckon it's more like 1 in 5,000.
I wouldn't. No, Kimberly is 38, and we have a life, and we have support, and we have the good things going on. But I wouldn't be a bit surprised because there's things that she does that aren't autistic too.
Yeah.
So but now is not. We're not worried about that now because we're through a lot of the difficulties except for the long-term care.
Yeah. I'll definitely. And all right, Jeff, I'll be coming, mate. And the thing is
hey,
that,
buddy, you back?
Sorry
the
about
thing
that.
is.
No problem.
I apologize. The thing is that I would rather Riley have a dual diagnosis of Smith McGuinness and autism, because there's more known about autism. You get better funding. You get better support. As soon as you say to someone, "Oh, we've got Smith McGuinness," and they're like, "Yeah, what's that?" It can't be very bad because I've never heard of it. You know what I mean? So you always fight a losing battle. But since then, we've been to see a pediatric doctor, and he's actually given Riley a dual diagnosis of autism and Smith McGuinness syndrome. So now that's opened up the doors. Stuff like a blue badge, disability badge. With autism, you get it automatically. Automatically, you get it. Where I had to go to a tribunal to get it for Riley boy. Anyway,
here in Canada, there are still provinces that do not fund families with autism.
Yeah,
we're lucky here in Alberta. We got that. We have that funding, and hard to believe because it's the population is very conservative. Not necessarily me. I'm non-political now, but and it's turned out good.
Yeah, no, exactly that, and it's what makes us stronger. I wasn't quite so proactive sort of person. What you see now, I was a little bit more short-fused about 7 years ago. And if people sort of looked at me sort of slightly wrong, they tend to get a one-word answer. But I'm telling you, Riley boy has taught me so much. He's taught me how to live my life.
You've taught yourself so much because of Riley boy.
Oh, definitely. he's taught me patience. He's taught me to focus. He's taught me how to actually only worry about the things that are in front of you, and not what's coming. So one of a famous saying is worry about your fight today and not your war tomorrow. Just worry about what you fight today.
Something, if I can interject because it's important.
Yeah.
I remember the day I used to feel sorry for myself because I was the father of an autistic child. Right. This went on for a while. And then one day it was like I got bonked on the side of the head with a 5-pound brass hammer. Bonk. It didn't happen to me. It happened to her, and it affects me.
Yeah.
And then I stopped feeling sorry for myself. I was still sad and had all of the emotions of, but I didn't feel sorry for myself anymore. And that was an event. That was an event.
I can remember taking little Riley boy, little chubby little lad, down to a play park, and the other kids didn't want to play with him, and Riley boy never got invited to parties from school. No one wanted to have Riley at their party, and those are the things that really affected me. So in the end, we got him into a specialist school. Absolutely buckled me. But we got him into a specialist school. And now Riley boy gets about 15 invitations a month to parties, and everyone plays with him in the play park within his own little, and he's just loved and cherished. In fact, during lockdown, one of his teachers turned up out the blue. She shouldn't have really come round, but we separated. And she just said, because I'm not teaching Riley next year, I just have to come and see him. I can't go through another term with not seeing the little boy. She was in tears. My wife was in tears. These are things that absolutely affect us. And it's not until you take heed of that and try and process it, put it in order, and only bring out what's important that you can deal with. Don't overload yourself. Just deal with what's in front of you. And day by day, bit by bit, you'll get stronger and stronger and stronger. And things like finger of blame, whose fault is it? I can't get the support. Where's it coming from? That all just dissipates. You learn just literally to get up out of your bed, put your shorts on, and get on with your first hour of the day, and just take it step by step, inch by inch. That's how I did it. And now, well, Riley boy, I woke up this morning. Mrs. P was already up and out, and Riley boy was in my bed with me, snoring his head off. What? But from a night worker, someone who works nights, who never ever sees his child sleep, to actually wake up in the morning with a little 9-year-old boy snuggled up beside him, absolutely beautiful. And then I got where's my iPad? I want to watch YouTube straight away as soon as he woke up. Then the day starts. Riley has better social life than me. Definitely, yeah. Riley boy has a much better social life than me. I can guarantee you that. Yeah.
Well, I've discovered that I've discovered that I have to get out. 2 months, I think, I went without leaving the house, and just working on mowers, working like a blue ass fly. And then I've been doing some socializing the last week and a half, and I tell you, I feel better. I'm not talking about anything, just seeing people, remembering their name.
Someone once said to me, Bruce, after we did our charity thing, I asked a gentleman to write down a brief statement of what they got out of the charity event themselves, and one person just put, "I got out of it social contact because SMS is isolating. They haven't been out the house in months because you can't just go down to Tesco's with Riley. I can just about manage it. Mrs. P would never take Riley to Tesco's. It don't happen. It never happened because Riley boy would just smash the place up.
Is that like a activity land or something?
So that is a little bit of the autism traits coming out. That is the lighting is too much, the noise is too much, stimulation, over anxieties, what's coming up, what's going next, transitions between the car, too much overload.
What is that, like a department store?
Yeah. Tesco's is like your Walmart. Yeah, like your Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart. Yeah.
So, Riley boy does not cope well in situations. And Riley boy would say, I want a tissue. I need to go to a toilet. And he doesn't at all. He just wants to get out of the area he's in.
Kimberly doesn't like to go to big department stores. She hates it.
Yeah, she won't do. It's too much stimulus. So,
I still take her once in a while because you have to do things.
You're right, Bruce. You have to push that boundary. You cannot let this rule your life. So you have to push the boundary.
Well, you can't let it try and rule your life.
You imagine trying to get Riley from my house in Bognor up to Birmingham, where we have the biannual conference, which is about a 3.5-hour drive. And Riley boy wants to know what make of a car is that passes him. There's about 50,000 cars that go past. He wants to know what every shop is that goes past. He wants to know what gear you're in. He wants to know everything. And that's a 3.5-hour drive. By the time we get out, we are done. And when we get out, he tells us that we parked the car incorrectly. It's little things like that. A little tiny road trip is not doable with Riley. We just don't do it. So for me to go up to Scotland and be away from the house for 3 whole solid days, Mrs. P had to go to Tesco's. She had to take Riley. You know, I wasn't there for support, so it wasn't just a challenge to climb 3 mountains. It was a challenge to meet other dads and a challenge to leave those 14 parents at home with their wives on their own with their kids. That was the challenge, and we proved it can be done. But there was no FaceTiming in between because Riley Boy wouldn't put up with that. If I FaceTime Mrs. P and Riley Boy found out I did it without his permission, oh my lord, we'd have redecorated the house, you know. But there you go. It's what we all have to contend with. Now I have noticed that the numbers, since we've been talking about this, these numbers have not dropped one iota. 60 in the house for about the past 3 hours. That is absolutely fantastic, and that just means to me that people are showing everybody the correct amount of support in this chat. So all I will say is I've got to stop this stream now because Mrs. P will be wondering where the hell I am. But before I go,
my fault.
No. Trust me. If I told Mrs. P what went on, she'd be, you should have stayed. That's what she'd say. Okay.
Yeah.
What I want to say is, Jeff, hat off to you, my friend. Thank you for coming up. Thank you for sharing your story, and never feel that you have to shy away from that and not talk about it, because we will always be here every single Saturday night just to show you some support, and you'll find yourself very quickly supporting others. Okay. The gentleman over to my far other side there knows exactly what we're talking about. We hold many secrets, me and Bruce, and I'm not going to divulge any of it. But he knows exactly what you're talking about, as does the man just below Bruce. He knows what you're talking about too. And the man beside you, Jeff, has his own little secret too. Yeah. Which I know. And we all have these little tiny quirks, and we all have issues within our families and friends and what have you, which we all contend with. And I just wish there were more people like yourself, Jeff, that can come up and tell your story, because it's not a story to be ashamed of. It's a story to be proud of.
Yeah, that was a good move. Good for you.
Yeah, good deal.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome,
baby.
Anytime. And what will happen, Jeff, in future events, I shall end up just taking the piss out of you. That's what will happen.
That's all right. I'll take piss out of you.
Take it from me, you will.
Mick, I've not started taking piss out of you yet, Mick.
Mick,
trust me.
Mick, I will say, I have 5 children. I've got 5 children myself. Two of mine have additional needs, but so I can completely relate to what you guys are saying massively. So,
do you see what just happened there, Jeff? Do you see what just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see
it brings it out.
Someone open
it out.
Another man who has just been sat beside me for the past hour and not said a goddamn thing
over the weeks. All the weeks.
I know. Listening. I've been taking
I know, Dick. I know exactly what you're saying. But what I'm saying to you is how do we know that this gentleman over here, Bob? There you go. There's his story. He's exactly the same as us.
Yeah. No. I've just been digesting what you're all saying and just listening.
So you're a listener, Dick. You're a listener, which will become a talker, and that's the way it works. And there's a gentleman here also. I've just seen him come in here. Trust me, this man knows exactly what we're all talking about too. I'm not going to divulge, but that man there also knows exactly what I'm talking about. So anyway, gentlemen, it's been near enough 3 hours of lawnmower fixes. Jeff, if you apologise once more, Jeff, you ain't coming up. You understand me? You do not apologise to me. You do not apologise.
Okay.
So we've talked about lawnmowers. We've only done one giveaway tonight, which is a shame, but there you go. That's what it is. But that's the way it went tonight. So there'll be more for next week. Thank you very much to Top Conker for showing us your oil spill. Would have been nice to see a video of that at some point. Thank you for Ken for eating your pizza live on the stream and made me feel sick because I'm on a diet.
So this kind of throws everybody on the live stream, but it's just after 2:00 in the afternoon here where I live. You guys are probably all here.
Thank you to Dick for coming up. And Dick, if you can just do it one more time for me, mate, it'd be much
absolutely yes.
Appreciate it. There is Buddy Boy. If you can just do it for me.
Yeah. Micks Mowers is under new management by order of the Peaky Blinders.
Thanks to everybody. Brucey boy, thanks for coming up, mate. As always, your family, Bruce. You pretty much have a seat beside me. And thank you to you, Jeff, for sharing your story and being an absolute rock and doing what you're doing. And may I wish you all the best and all the support going forward with your lad. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for leaving comments of support to everybody else who needs it at this time. Stay safe. I am hearing that the certain thing that's flying around the universe at the moment is getting worse in certain areas. So look after each other, support each other, stay safe, stay clean, and wash your hands while singing Happy Birthday twice. Apparently gets rid of the virus. So I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Micks Mowers very, very soon, which will be next Saturday night live stream and a video during the week. And I will see you all soon. Any questions, any guess what it is, you can email me up at my email on my About page or on my banner. And I'll look forward to seeing you very, very soon. So look after yourselves, stay safe, people, and I'll see you all soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.
Take care.